Yeah, we'll do this. Alright. So, for anyone who's not seen a Torsolo run, this is the beginning. Is that what I think it is? Ooh, okay, I really should restart. I really should restart. There is a skimmer nest right there. A skimmer nest being around us makes it so our chance of survival is, like, extremely minor. Like, extremely low. Now, skimmers don't get up on their own. That manhunter group is actually really good. If they don't walk towards the skimmers, oh god, it's gonna be bloodbath. The issue is, anything that walks past a skimmer will wake them up. Also, this bone dog might kill me right here. We might just be dead from that bone dog. We'll see. If it decides to attack me. It does not, okay. The manhunters did not walk towards the skimmer. The traders... Sorry, nomads are, though. Ooh, that's, it's gonna be bloody. So, the nomads is even worse. Because... well, one second. The nomads is even worse because they have staves. Staves don't do a lot of cut damage. If they happen to deal a lot of damage to a skimmer and knock it out, the skimmer's going to be getting back up really quickly afterwards. That is assuming they win, which they might have a pretty good chance of winning. Yeah, they won. And they knocked a skimmer right towards me. Okay, what we have to pray here is that the entire skimmer nest are all in recovery coma. It looks like so far, other than this one right here, they are all in recovery coma. The sand ninjas over there is very bad. If they happen to turn around and find me, we'll be just a goner. But as it stands right now, we are in pretty good shape. Especially with the nomads constantly coming back to go heal up their animals. Animals age up, relatively quickly. And when they age up, they lose a little bit of health because they gain max health faster than they can heal. So the nomads will probably keep on running back here, trying to heal up their Garu. And hey, we get to grab some food. Yeah, that's actually really good for us. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't reset, but we're not out of it yet. As, we haven't even made, that much distance. But oh man, that was an action-packed beginning. Holy crud. Again, though, we're not out of it yet. The nomads aren't going to be of assistance because, they're going to keep running back here. And on the bright side, they are going to cover our flank a little bit. Just a little bit. Looks like we're still in the clear right now. Which is really good. Okay. Adult skimmer beating up someone over there. I saw a Western Hive group over there. Nighttime will be coming pretty soon-ish. And the only units nearby us right now are neutrals. That's why we're not getting a lot of stealth XP. Oh, that's right. So we are naked, which is why we have a 20% bonus to stealth. And then, we're crawling, so we have a 100% bonus. That's why, our 9 turns into 23. Continue slowly crawling towards Heft. That is our destination. We need to just, pray that we don't bump into anything. Now, there is a little bit of skill involved in this. In terms of knowing when to sit tight. When to, move to the side a little bit. Stuff of that nature. But I will say a good portion of getting there safely or not is up to RNG. Like, you could be the best player in the whole world, and you'd still die heading to Heft, if you get unlucky. Okay, it is now nighttime, so any skimmers that were previously sleeping are now roaming around. That skimmer nest behind us did not despawn. Important note. Like, it hasn't been eliminated, so if that was a skimmer nest, I'm fairly certain that was. So they're still potentially dangerous. I guess on the bright side, the nomads are sticking tight around that area, so they'll kind of keep them busy. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm really happy right now with how this is turning out. I am a bit bummed that the Manhunter group that we saw earlier did not try to attack me. So if the Manhunters find you on your own, like, you know, we were, they have a chance, one second, and by chance I mean they will just do this. They will try to attack you, and then, you know, enslave you and sell you to slavery. Now, if you have no arms and no legs, when they try to attack you, they don't. They'll just give up, like, trying to attack you. But they'll still be marked as a hostile. So if they attack you like that, you'll get a ton of stealth XP. Well, if they, you know, aggro onto you, oh my god, it's a massive, colossal skimmer group. Okay, well, this run was looking really good, but that might be game over. Especially because I don't think I can actually make my way over here before they get here. Even those buildings look like they would give you cover, they don't. Okay, we have one chance here. There's like one out, which is... Oh my god, okay. We are now not out of it yet. Oh god, see, this is what I'm scared of. Where's he going? He's patrolling over there. We might just be dead. No? Okay. Okay. God, why are they all coming back around here? You just get over here now? That's the drifter right there getting beaten up, isn't it? Your Honor, I knew that guy was bad news. Okay, make our way to the next little hill. No, we need to go back. That guy's coming over here. Okay. Honestly, I think my best bet is... to make my way over this hill over here and slowly go around this way. With where the nest is located at, we're not going to be able to get around here. Not while they're patrolling around there. Garus, okay. If anyone in the nest was sleeping right now, the Garus would have woken them up. So I'm hoping that there's not someone still back there sleeping that they're going to wake up. Oops, stand still. Okay, well, you know, lay still. Blood over there from Ark, poor guy. Or gal, I don't know what they were. Skimmer heading that way, we have a group right there. Skimmer's turned around over there, okay. If a skimmer finds us and attacks us, we're dead. That makes us, like, so freaking horrifying. Is he dead yet? They're dead. Okay. I don't like being around them then. I'm gonna go right past them. I'm gonna see what they have on them. Nothing of use, but we can grab the food, I guess. Sorry about your loss, buddy. I don't like them being there because skimmers do have an AI goal when they're in a nest to eat a corpse. If a skimmer happens to notice that there's a corpse over there, well, they'll run right into us. What is that group? Manhunter Squad. Okay. Whew. This is one of the most roller coastery Torsolo runs I have done so far. It's a big risk going across here the way I'm going. I think I'm going to go more towards the hill over here. Manhunter Squad, okay. Because all it takes is one skimmer to decide, oh, I want to go over here. And we're toast. I'm also hoping that the Manhunter group will see me, aggro onto me, and then give me stealth XP. As if my stealth is higher, we'll have a much better chance of potentially surviving. Gyro group again, okay. I'm just scared of them, like, hooking over here. Okay, turn around that way. But that could be over here. Please don't be hovering over here. Oh, thank God. And the skimmer's coming this way, though. I'm so glad I decided to go this way instead of that way. Because if I went this way, that skimmer would have turned around and saw me. But again, we're still not out of it. Is that a vagrant group? No, Rebel Farmer. Okay. Rebel Farmer and vagrants are both death. If they see me. Because they'll attack me and we have no way to advantage ourselves. Hey, Cyberspace, how you doing? Is munting? What's a munting? I didn't just fall for D's nuts joke, did I? Hope not. Okay, Heft is loading in right now. Slave Hunter group, okay. Rebel farmers are currently fighting Garu. Scary. We stick around this hill right here again. Yep, because they got turned around. Ooh. I really don't like the fact they're fighting Garu. Hey, well, welcome back, man. You probably did. I got a lot of followers back then from that video. I always felt kind of guilty about it. Like I didn't earn them. For an MA run, what race would be best? Soldier Bot is the best race in the entire game, followed by Skeleton. Because of how much health they have, and the fact that they do neutral damage to, robots with martial arts, they are ideal. Oh lord, please don't tell me we get done in this way. We're not out of it yet. While I would love to loot the Garus, food is not more important than getting to town. When we get to town, we get food. We don't get to town, we become food. You don't switch anymore? I mean, you're here right now, technically. He's heading this direction. He turned around that way. I don't like going away from the hill here, but I feel like I have to. Main saving grace right now is the fact that it is currently nighttime, so we'll be a bit better hidden. But no matter how hidden we are, if a skimmer happens to walk right face first into us, we are dead. You know. Please tell me the guards knocked that skimmer out. If they knock that skimmer out, it's knocked out from, it's going to be in recovery coma, basically. No, okay. So we still have to worry about the skimmer right now. And the ones right behind us. Get on this little hill. We've died in a run before, right over here. So we're not out of it yet. Any skimmer could decide just to turn around. And we're in. That was, like, the closest Torsolo start I've ever had in my entire life. Jesus. Good lord. Now, we're not out of it yet. We still need to get 2 legs. Or, like, you know, basically we need to get, like, an arm, or we need to get 2 legs and an arm. We need the robotic dog to hook us up. Now, we don't have money, so we're gonna have to, like, you know, steal with the little nubs. And if anyone's curious, with no arms and no legs, slavers will not enslave you when you're just crawling around. So I don't have to worry about them, you know, causing problems. There is still a chance we can die if a skimmer gets knocked into the town, which we've had happen, like, right next to us before. It hasn't killed us, thank God. But we've had it happen before, and we almost died in one of our runs. It happened, like, right around here. A skimmer got knocked over here. It was horrifying. That could technically still happen. Like, look at that skimmer right there getting flung over there. That could happen to us still. Fingers crossed it doesn't. Look at you, naked dude, doing good. No, you cannot. You need to have at least 1 arm. That's what I was saying. We need to have at least 1 arm from the robotic dog, or we need, like, you know, 2 legs and an arm. Oop. That's scary. Skimmer made its way inside, but the guards dealt with it, and it is in recovery coma. Good. Oh, man. We're still not out of it. Beating up on the skimmer at the entrance there. I will grab the food from this guy if I can. Although I don't think I'll be able to reach him. Yeah, we're unable to reach him. That's fine. He is in recovery coma, so I don't need to worry. Okay, please, Doc. Have at least 1 arm I can take here. I hate that doctor. So much. So stinking much. Okay, it's fine. We're still okay. We got here at, like, well, we loaded in the town at, like, hour 18, so he'll restock in around 8 hours of game time, and we can still get a leg. We can also get these repair kits to sell to get food. All we need to do is, once we're, you know, done stealing, we need to book it out of here ASAP, so he doesn't attack me. Sometimes he'll attack you when you steal from him. Good. Okay. Make our way to the bar. We could also potentially get limbs from Hiver trade caravans, but the chance of us actually catching up to one of them is almost 0. Alright, so we'll get the dried meat first, then I'm going to go to the other shop to go get a large backpack, and we'll just wait for that to start to restock. We want to keep this, because, you know, we need at least a leg, even if it's like a really crappy one. Howdy, friend. That is very expensive dried meat. Well, not very expensive. They have a base value of 78, so I guess it's not too much. I mean, it could be, like, you know, cheaper, though. Man. The scary thing is we're still in town, and skimmers can still fly in right now. And we don't have an arm. The arm is the main thing I want, because if we get an arm, it means we can save ourselves if we get cut up. Without an arm, we can't, because we're doing Torsolo run. We can't, like, recruit a character. Although we have money, you know, we technically could, but no, it wouldn't be a Torsolo run then, if I did that. Okay, I'm actually gonna, large backpack first, or here. I kind of want to check for the tin can first. I think we have enough time to check for both, yeah? Well, it took me like 4 hours of game time to do this, right? I should have enough to do both. Yeah. This shop right here is a 12-hour restock time. I mean, our name is Naked Dude, but we got shorts on. Or underwear, I guess. Boxers? Anyway, this place has a 12-hour restock time, so we're going to check here first, because we do want to get a tin can helmet. If they have one for sale, that'd be great. Walk right here next to the stall, then talk to them, so we can trade them. They have a lot of tin cans today. All of them are absolutely horrible quality, though. Bummer. I'm not going to buy anything. Not right now. No. We'll go get a larger backpack now. That way we can grab everything that we're going to, you know, borrow from the dock. Now we just really hope he has at least an arm. If he has an arm, then I can lockpick his chest and get what's inside of it. If you're lockpicking, he doesn't attack you. At least in my experience, he doesn't attack me in the past. Like multiple runs we've done. Done probably like maybe 50 Torsolo runs in our past. Maybe. He only does the attack after you steal. Or if you use tools, he might attack. This is the worst inventory I've ever seen in my entire life from you, buddy. He does have really cheap ration packs, though. So I'll take one of those, and I'll take a medium backpack, but I'm holding this against you, buddy. I take that personally. Take a med kit for, you know, later. And start heading over here again. Man. And the skeleton doc might have forgiven me by now. If he has, then I can also just go to him and I can buy an arm. We can check his container. It takes around, it takes around like anywhere between 5, 6, 7, or 8 game hours for an NPC who becomes hostile to you via dialogue, like, you know, you stealing and stuff like that, to lose hostility. The skeleton doctors don't have an AI goal to not trade you again if you steal from them. They'll still call you a thief, but they'll still trade you. I want to say they might be the only NPCs in the game that do that. The ones in the way stations and the towns. Other than Black Desert City. They won't talk to you anymore if you steal from them. And they catch you, you know, obviously. That being said, though, I'm pretty sure he'll have restock by now. I have my backpack off so I can get a little bit of strength XP. A tiny little bit, but why not? It's not like we can go any slower than we currently are. Probably should have sold the leg to get a little bit of extra money. In case he does have an arm for sale and I can't, like, you know, afford it. Okay, right and left leg. Right arm. Awesome. Okay. We got it. We're sewing it. Right. Left and right. Oh man, we're a speed demon now. Look at that. Look how fast we're going. Oh man. We get a speeding ticket. Come in and browse? We'll gladly do so, buddy. There you go. I worked hard for these, buddy. Now, unfortunately, these stores just closed, so I can't buy the materials I need for research, which is a big shame. However, what I can do... Wait, he's really not going to know I'm here? Okay, sure. I can try to open this one up so we can hopefully get some stuff. And if it's not completely obvious, normally when I play an organic character, I don't steal. In the Torsolo run, I do allow stealing. Because we have a very rough start. Oh. Absolutely fantastic. Alright. Get outside. Good. And look at that. Everything is high quality skeleton. Ooh, man. Fancy. Let me go ahead and save and load. I'm doing that way the skimmer's body will fall down. I want to grab it. Wonderful. It's dying still. I can get my medic level up a bit as well while we're at it. Might not survive though, we'll see. Dang. Couldn't save its life. That's right. We'll just do something right now to pass by the time. That's something being strength training. While we wait for the stores to open. I want to buy this property right here. I also want to join Shinobi Thieves. Probably should have done that first. Nah, well, it's fine. Basically, we're going to be researching how to make our weapon for later on and beds. Once we can. Go sell off more stuff to the bar over here. Just gonna keep that. I'm just gonna put it right here. And I'm actually gonna sell or keep the extra stuff I have there to weigh myself down still. The repair kits I'm not selling yet because we can make them sell for double the price. Currently they have the stolen tag on them. We can remove that by researching crossbow locker. Hey, welcome, man. You missed the very, very stressful beginning of the run. It was extremely clutch. We nearly died multiple times. Small Thieves backpack. Heck yeah, a ton of A-Rags too. Man, this guy is spoiling me. Bugmaster standard quality. You know I'm about to take that. It's great. That's so nice. Awesome. Now, the moment store's open, I need to buy myself building material. We'll grab 3 for right now. Because, I mean, that is technically how much we need. Field movement's right here. Actually, no need to queue. I'll just, do it manually. Store's gonna open soon anyway. Now we need, how many books? 12 books? Yeah, can't afford 12 books, though. Right now. Open up, buddy. There you go. Hello to you, too. How'd you open up the door from... Oh, whatever. Or we need 12 books. We can afford that many. I guess I will sell one of these. Oh, they only have... Wow, they have a very small amount of books today. It's kind of crazy. Oh, and a iron plate. Please and thank you. Okay. Oh, I bought 1 extra. I have just a habit of buying 4 because normally we use 3 for, you know, tech 1 table and then use 1 for a bed. So I always buy 4 as a habit. Puppy. Alright, most important thing, first of all, is gear storage. When you get that done, then we'll need to get small house, tech 2, and basic weapon smithing. After that, the 2 other ones are used for bed. 1 second, let me do this real quick. Man, I still cannot believe we survived the start there. Man, at one point, for anyone who wasn't here and missed it, at one point we were like right around here, and there were half a dozen skimmers going around us. And we just barely avoided death. Like one of them was like right here, another one was like right here, moving this way. Another one started going like this way. We were just crawling in between them. Oh. The weapon? It's probably going to be a longsword. I like longsword. It's a pretty good weapon. You know, given what... You know, given the fact that it's a sidearm. I would consider it the best sidearm in the game. Crossbow locker, right here. Doesn't have to look neat, we'll destroy everything here later. We just need the crossbow locker down here ASAP. So I can remove the stolen tag off stuff. You beloved? I love that longsword, man, it's great. There we go. No longer counts as stolen. Very good. Do a quick save. Just in case the game has any problems, you know. Performance-wise. You can get a large backpack here. There we go. That's more like it, bud. Thank you. Need camp bed for later as well. There's still one more repair kit to them, so I might as well do that. Go check for a better tin can. Well, a tin can, I mean. They had high quality ones. Or standard, yeah. Standard quality ones. Oh, they have a high quality. Very good. They can have up to specialist, but I'm not gonna stub my nose at, like... Stub my nose? Is that the phrase? I'm not gonna turn down a high quality tin can. Heck no. That's great. Now, in hindsight, I should go back and check for a better quality samurai helmet as well. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Sand Ninja. Okay. Because we do still need to use a samurai helmet for toughness training. Tin cans are really good for training up your attack, but not so good for training toughness. It's not very good damage mitigation-wise. Oh, specialist quality. Nice. Now, we could potentially get a specialist quality samurai helmet from one of the guards when we pull them from Tengu's vault over to the Black Desert. But that's only a 5% chance per gate guard we pull. And usually we only have like 4 gate guards with us, so I would much rather get a guaranteed one right here. You know, give a little bit of our hard-earned cash towards it. We really did earn all this money, you know, legitimately. %100%. No, not at all. And just to be clear, because there's a lot of confusion about this from people, when a guard checks your bag, they're checking for forbidden items. Stuff like if you're in the Holy Nation, ancient science books, hashish. If you're in the UC, well, hashish. I think, is it blood rum illegal here? I always forget. I think it is. I can never remember. I don't do much with the illegal substances in the game, or real life, obviously. But anyway, they don't check for stolen stuff. So if they bag check you, they're not going to go, oh, this is stolen from this vendor in our town. They don't care. Go. Doc should have forgiven me by now. I don't think you're stupid, buddy. I think you're great. He has not restocked yet. Good to know. But hey, buddy, here. I'm sorry. There's a gift. Now, I could have sworn we loaded the town in at hour 18. But apparently not, because he didn't restock yet. Oh, there we are. Okay. It was about hour 18, okay. Man, his inventory is not great. That's fine, though. get some iron plates real quick. We'll need 10 in total. Get rid of those. I don't need them anymore. Thank you, buddy. Oh, I had the game paused. I was like, why am I not moving? Okay. Now we do need some more money, so I guess I'm going to go and steal a few more things from the dock. Then we'll finish up our research before we move out. And the armor shop should have restocked again now, given that this guy restocked. Don't mind me, buddy. I'm just browsing, okay? Come on. Don't mind me. Don't oi me. I'm not doing anything wrong, buddy. Again, stealing is what gets you in trouble here, not lockpicking. Man, it's taking so long. The armor shop's going to be closed. I mean, I guess they are going to be opening up again before we end up leaving. Because we still need to do Tech 2 and weaponsmithing and bed research. So, not that big of a deal. Okay, good deal. Oh, I really should have placed down the iron plates. Well, I mean, we can just drop them off right here. Ooh, Masterwork Economy arm. Or sorry, leg. Okay. Ton of repair kits, too. Good lord, this guy's loaded today. Walk on outside. You want to walk the way I did there, because you want him to bump into the door. Otherwise, he might follow you outside and then attack you. Honestly, the way I did that was a little bit risky. Me walking away from the door. Usually you wanted to sit there right next to the door. Okay. Head on back. We also checked the Shinobi Thieves technically, but we'll do that in a moment. Remember to keep one of these if I can. Because obviously we'll need to use it, you know. We're doing research right now, so I'm not really wasting time lining this up. Okay. And once we build this, we can learn tech, or learn beds. As you need to have Tech 2 to research bed. And if anyone's curious, the reason why I'm not making a light is our engineering level is not very good. We're only going to be increasing our, you know, decreasing the amount of time it takes to craft it by like a few seconds if I do craft one. It's probably going to take more time crafting a torch than time we'll save crafting this. Or researching, for that matter. Also, it's about to be daytime, so. There we are. Bed. Perfect. One second. hate it when you're about to sneeze and then you lose the ability to do it. Dude, they are full today. Holy crud. That's wild. Is that guy really following his leader who got enslaved? I mean, that's commitment, I guess. And back over here, I'm going to check for a better quality tin can, then we're going to check the Shinobi Thieves, then we'll finish our research before we move on. Come on, give me a specialist tin can? No. Oh, well. No, should have sold this off too. Ah, well. We'll do it around here. Nothing better here. I would take the A-Rags, but I want to make sure I'm carrying light right now, as we don't have a lot of strength. Go ahead and sell the repair kits here. Primarily want to sell them because I don't want to steal from the guys in Black Desert City. Because they'll attack me, and they do a lot more damage. Oh, speaking of that, though. Oh, these don't... Oh. Sometimes your robotic limbs you steal will lose their stolen tag. It happened here. That's pretty convenient. Awesome. Nice. Okay. Random bounty hunter. Okay. And yeah, we'll probably do longsword today. I don't remember where you can get the blueprint from. I'm pretty sure you can get it in Hang. I think you can get it in towns like Mongrel. I know you can find a longsword in an animal nest. And I know you can find them on grass pirates. They can have rusted junk ones on them. But I already did research for the weapon, so probably end up just, crafting it on our own. Black Desert City is great, man. Alright, so let's get moving. I should probably check to see if this guy has a better quality, like, armor or something like that for sale. No, that's right, he had absolute garbage. Got it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna be going down here now. The reason I'm still holding the corpse right now is I'm planning on saving and loading the game. Dear God, that's a massive squad, dude. Even Dezerka, a tech hunter, got enslaved. That's crazy, dude. Jesus. Man. I mean, I know they like, gather slaves every so often, but, like, that is a crap load of people who got enslaved, man. I wonder what happened to the tech hunter. How did he get enslaved? Oh, anyway, the reason why I'm holding the skimmer is that it died a long time ago. Wherever it dies at, if you pick it up, then you start walking away far enough. When you save the game and load it, the corpse will despawn out of your hand, but you'll keep the double strength XP. Like, that should definitely have been long enough or far enough away. Save and load. There we go. Now if I mouse over strength here, we still have double strength XP. So if I wanted to be funny, I could take off all my limbs now and just crawl around the desert floor, getting maximum strength XP. Now I really should not be doing that because we are still very vulnerable right now with our 1 toughness. But we could. Classic slaver third party, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to check for the longsword blueprint in the town. Yeah, city group, alright. And then I'll probably check the Shop's well. Hey, Unstupefied, how you doing, man? Good to see you again. And thank you again very much for the other day. Sorry, I talked cursive again. Thank you very much again for the other day. There we go. Alright, longsword. Come on, buddy. Hook me up. I believe they can have the blueprint here. No longsword. That's fine. Not worth buying here. Oh, actually, skeleton left. Fantastic. Hey, Hoopy. Nothing much. We had one of the most clutch beginnings we've ever had before with a Torsolo start. I almost restarted at the very beginning because we had a skimmer group right in front of us. We survived. Though. We made it. Nothing we need here. Let's go. I'm glad we got the Masterwork Lefty, though. That's really good. You missed it? Don't worry, the VOD's still there, but, dude, I can put it like this, okay? We were crawling. It was like 4 o'clock. Almost 5 o'clock game time. So, about to become bright. A skimmer was, like, right here, going this way. Another skimmer, like, right here, going this way. And yet another skimmer going this way. And we were just, like, crawling past them, like, curving on hills, trying to avoid them. It was perfect. Man, I thought we were gonna die. Okay, but that being said, I need to make sure I'm very careful here, because we might die if I'm not. Skimmers right now are sleeping under the ground. I don't want to run into a nest of them. Well, a squad. They don't technically nest here. Okay, looks like we're good. Alright, here we go, guys. Keep block, hold passive on. Attack the gate sergeant. Pull all the guys over. It's kind of similar to an Agnew run. This is how we're getting our armor. Because again, I'm allowing myself to steal. In Torso run. Yeah, for sure. Game load, okay. Okay, protect allies is now his goal. Fantastic. Let's wait for that skimmer to go across there. When 2300 hits, these skimmers right here are going to get back up. There you go. Actually, they got back up because our guys, well, these guys walked too close to them. Okay, we lost a guy, but that's fine. It's not the sergeant, so I don't mind. Now, you can do this without a gas cloud, but it's a bit more tricky. So, I definitely prefer to use a gas mask. There you go. Definitely prefer to use the gas mask. Ooh, that was close. What happened there is everyone except for the sergeant got knocked out, so the sergeant went to go leave us. We almost missed out on him. Alright, we actually got a crummy chain shirt. That's fine, though. Relooted you. I need your weapon. I'm not bothering to loot the shirts because they're not worth a lot, honestly. I mean, yeah, the weapons are worth a lot more. Relative to, like, their weight. Faction uniforms have like a really massive penalty to their price multiplier. It's kind of like if somebody tried to sell something that was stolen and it had like their name engraved on it, like the person's name engraved on it, they might not be able to sell it for as much money. Like property of so-and-so. We used to do that as kids. My parents, for all of our games, would have like our last name on, like written on it on permanent marker on like the back of all my N64 games and like my Game Boy games, in case anyone decided, oh, that's mine, and would say that. We're like, nope, we have our name on it. Which, thinking about it now, that's not really that good of a, evidence. Yeah, they do definitely steal, but if you think about it, like, what's keeping us from just like writing our last name on anything, right? I mean, we didn't think that way. We were good kids growing up. But thinking about it now, that's not really, you know, that good. I do feel kind of bad, though, about it now that I'm older, because I have some games which would probably sell for a pretty decent bit of money if they didn't have her name and, you know, marker written on them. So, dang. Real dang shame on that one. Alright, looks like we're in the clear right now. Everything looks to be normal. No new ones here. Okay. Now, I need to make sure I don't acid dip for too long today. Hi, bud. Got some weaponry for you here. Very good. And we just need the right skeleton arm, if at all possible, please. No ready. Using this fast start again. Dude, you missed the beginning. You got to go back and watch the VOD later. It was great. Thief arm. I'll take the right skeleton arm over the thief arm. More health on it. That's all I care about here. Oh, get rid of the walkie. Okay. Anything else? Nope. We are good. Double scout leg. I'm very happy about that. Good to be fast again. Ah. Alright, so. Acid dipping time. Do not want to acid dip for too long, though, as we only have one toughness currently. I need to be extremely cautious that a spider doesn't jump me right now. Usually when you lose all your limbs, you have a decent bit of toughness. Like, if you use like a fog pole, you'll have like 50 or 60 if you do like a freedom seeker start. You know, if you use like, yeah, the fog pole. The point of acid dipping. So right now, we have robotic limbs, right? Robotic limbs don't get damage from acid water, or acid, or any type of weather. The damage we're taking right now is called stun damage. Stun damage, until it goes over 100% of your health, actually takes time off how long you get knocked out for when you get KO'd. Effectively, the base knockout time is 20 seconds, like 20 duration. If you have 0 health in your head from only stun damage, it takes away 25 seconds from that. Or, you know, duration. If your chest is at 0, it takes away 25. Your stomach's at 0, it takes away 25. So you can have a knockout time of negative 55 seconds if your head, chest, and stomach are all, like, you know, at 0 health from only stun damage. And the marker doesn't drop the value as much as missing a single piece of what came with the game in the first place. Oh yeah, we do still have some of those little booklets and stuff. I was going through the Ocarina of Time one we had as a kid recently, just going through it, reading it. And the Wind Waker one too. Alright, here we go. So now I get to show off why we did that. Like, actually show it off. Take off our backpack, we take off our right arm to give us the most toughness XP at one time. Okay, we got knocked out instantly. Watch your toughness. Level 3, right? 21.36. But you saw the knockout time though, right? That's the main point I'm trying to get across. Now, there is a chance my character will feign death whenever we get hit, as I'm getting back up from playing dead. And if that were to occur, my character gets knocked out for around 10 seconds. And what knockout time? Yep, my point exactly. Right there we feigned to death, I'm pretty sure. Man, dude, our leg got absolutely brutalized right there. That's the only, like, real unfortunate thing about when you first start toughness training. If you get, like, a series of unfortunate hits on a limb, you could, like, really be slowed down. I'm gonna have to heal up here. Heal up right here once they get a little bit further away. Darn it, they turned around. That's fine. Beat me up again. Okay. That's a 1 second knockout time right there, as you saw. Okay. Get back up. Dude, they are really aggro on me right now. Holy crud. Are they gonna do it again? Ain't no way. What's up with these guys? What's their problem? I feel like it's personal. Like, they don't just want food. They're after this naked dude. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a real quick little save and load. Actually, while I'm doing that, this is an exploit, just to be clear. But I'm doing it because we're toughness training and it saves time. If you save the game after taking off all your limbs, the health of your limbs is not basically remembered by the game. So, 1 second, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna feel really cheap if I don't. Okay, I didn't want to get toughness XP for getting back up there because I removed my legs, technically. I didn't get knocked out. There we go. Anyway, the point is, the health of your limbs is not actually saved when you save the game if you have them removed. So you can heal them to full health. Not only a naked man, Frankie's chat. Chasing the naked man, I know, right? Oh, they turn around back at me. That's fine. Yeah, once you get down below 0 health, though, every 1% damage in your head adds 1.76. Sorry, 1.75. Duration to your knockout time, and your chest and stomach, they both add 0.75. And that's multiplied, of course, by this value right here. It's down below? No, there it is, knockout time. 1.09. Darn it. Oh. I thought for a moment that was a group of, like a starving bandit mob fighting bulls. My mind was about to be blown there. But no, it was, starving bandits fighting bone dogs that were also fighting bulls. We're fine. Whew. I've told so many people that base game, bulls don't attack bandits. You know, normally at least. So that'd be crazy if I saw it for like the first time right here. Yeah. Alright, guys. Let's keep training, please. I love it when you just keep getting back up. Like, feels so good, dude. Ooh, naked dude started to laugh there. I wonder what personality we are. If we start doing like the ha 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 all in caps, we might be like maniacal. But we haven't said like kill 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 yet, so I don't think we're maniacal. Okay. Personality just has to do with, well, it affects your character's behavior in terms of dialogue. And in some cases, it can get you attacked. If guards have certain personalities, they might like try to plant narcotics on you. You know, contraband, and like claim that you're trying to sneak it in, and then you have to pay money. Basically, they'll like extort you. After planting evidence. Whatever the term is. I don't know the actual term for that. I think a setup is the correct term. Okay, we're trying to get 95 toughness here. Once we hit 95, we'll move on. Ooh, Bone Dog thinning the ranks a little bit. That's not great. Guys, fight me, please. Keep beating me up while you guys are dying, please. Ooh, poor guy. Suboptimal XP. Ugh. Got you, little fella. check that bone dog nest if I can find out exactly where it's at before we leave, because maybe there's a longsword there. Who knows? Oh, you managed to get your childhood N64 games back? Really nice. That's awesome. I wish I knew where my Pokemon cards were at. Like, I had a ton of Pokemon cards. I had a binder. I had 1 through 151. I know for sure. I didn't have, like, all of the Gen 2. I most likely didn't have, like, any, like, really expensive cards, honestly. Nowadays, I would more so, like to find them for, like, collection's sake. You know, nostalgia and stuff like that. I know I had a few of those Mew cards. You know, the ones you got back to see when you would see the movie, like the hieroglyphic Mew? I had, like, 5 or 6 of those things, dude. I wonder where they went. My, like, guess, or what I think happened, is my younger sister didn't have, like, the best friends growing up. I feel like when one of her friends was over at the house, they stole them because they went missing sometime when I was, like, in high school. Out of my room. And I doubt that either of my siblings would touch them. And, like, you know, take them from me. So I think that one of their friends went into my room when they were over and stole them. Real shame, too. Man. Because, dude, I've checked through my entire room when I was growing up, multiple times trying to find them. Checked through the attic, everywhere. But no luck. Alright, so we are at 95 toughness. We're going to go ahead now and heal up at the way station over here. I didn't check the bone dog nest, that's fine. We might be able to find, you know, a longsword in, like, a big thing nest in vain. Maybe a bone dog nest over here. Ring saber. Could you imagine if it was a longsword right here? Man, if only. Alright, so our armor is not great quality. We don't have an armored hood yet either. So defense training is going to be a bit longer than it normally would. It could take a bit longer than it normally would take. I might do what we did the other day when we played Beef and use a weapon that gives us better defense XP. Like, I might equip a Naginata or a polearm when training up my defense, and then just swap to the longsword when training up my attack. As is a Torsolo run. So I want to save a little bit of time. Also definitely need better shirt and everything. Alright, so health-wise, we're pretty good now. Now, if I want to get Masterwork Pants, I can go up to Leviathan Coast to get them, but I don't want to go out of our way to go up like that far up north. So I don't think I will. I think I'll just settle for the quality we have right now. Now, I do want to get the Masterwork Samurai Armor, though, from Mongrel's Weapon Store. So I definitely will pick up a few Big Thing eggs before we head up north to Mongrel. I'm also going to check for, like, an A-Rag, or a 2 or 3 or 4, you know, from the Shinobi Thieves over here. Potentially, I believe they can also sell Longsword, the bar. So potentially can get one there. We'll see. Nope, and they got a hold saber, but that's it. Neat. Okay. Oh, and I can shut something off here. For anyone who doesn't know, markup doesn't change by that much unless you travel from like a far distance away. And it changes based off of like each zone, like each town, basically. Like this iron plate here has a markup of one. Dear God, that is a high markup. 129. That's insane. Let's see, 129, and we have a 94 right here. 129, 94, and 84. So there we go. 129, 94, 84. We go over here to this bar. The numbers again were 129, 94, 84. It changed to 128, 93, 85. So it went up by 1% and went down by 1%. You know, for certain things. I go grab that. And it's set up that way so you don't just go from like one town to another one that's like really, really close and make like a killer profit. I mean, you still can go from like town to town and make a pretty good profit, but it won't be as, you know, easy to exploit. Gorilla saw me over there on the right. And then lost me. Good. I'm looking for Beak Thing Nest. One for eggs, and, well, mainly it's for the weapon. But again, I will use a Naginata or a polearm for defense training, I think, today. Interblades. Nothing we need there yet. There are quite a few nests in this area. We just have to find them. Loop around here. Good. Nope. Beak Thing eggs. And I have Masterwork, yeah, one arm, the other one specialist, alright. So I don't need like that much money, because I can sell my old limbs while I'm buying like a Masterwork one. So I don't need like that much money. Look around here. You guys can loop me around here until we get one. We'll head out. If we don't get one, then that's fine. I can grab a blueprint for, like, polearm, if I want, from the high villages. They always sell it. And then I can try to get a longsword when I actually go, like, through Gut. Go to Howler's Maze later to go train my attack up. Man, where are all the nests at? Must be just, like, barely avoiding them. Heck, I could also grab a few repair kits here. Make some money as well. Yeah, might as well. Put the armor real quick in case I happen to get smacked on the way in here. Grab that one. Anything else we need? Nope, not really. Could grab power core as well, but I don't want to risk getting bought by a spider a few times. Pretty good. Markup's not great on these though, but that's fine. No, for real, like, where are the nests? Oh, there we go. About to say. I got a plank over there only. My guess is that they're all, like, on this shoreline, because there are plenty of nests that spawn here. Just haven't come across them, I guess. I think I saw an L there. There is one. That is not the quality we need, is it? I'm fairly certain that's not the quality, but I'll still go pick it up just in case. I'm fairly certain it's not the quality. Yeah, it's a bit more difficult to tell with the lighting. I want to make sure I wasn't making a mistake. Oh, there's another one right here. Oh, perfect. I'm glad I checked. Beautiful. Alright, good deal. Grab the eggs we need. That is a lot of Beak Thing eggs, by the way. Good lord. 2, 4, 6, 8. Nah, 25. That's fine. Beakbing egg, like Beakbing nest can have up to 30 eggs. But it's very unlikely you're going to see a 30. Because to get 30, it would have to, 1, roll 10 debris. And 2, it would have to, in that debris, it can roll 1 to 3 eggs for each debris. So it'd have to go, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 10 times over. I've seen a 30 egg nest 2 times in all my time playing Kenshi. Once was when I was looking for one, and it took tons of imports with like maxed out population and everything to get one. Let me get the polearm blueprint here. Be blue. Yeah. Although I'd much rather find one instead of craft one, because crafting one will take a little bit of time, like a minute or 2. Well, about 2 minutes, I think, 2, 3, to craft the table and it. Another nest. Katana. No, thank you. Yeah, now we're finding like all the nests we were looking for before. Yeah, there's another one right there. Goodness. Another longsword. Wait, ain't no way. The rusted junk longsword. Well, I only need 1, but that is still kind of funny. The game's helped me out a bit there. I appreciate that. Alright. Once we get to Mongrel, we need to not cause trouble until 2 of the Bogmen get arrested. Otherwise, we'll get locked up. Which is not going to be good. Also, I want to check for an armored hood to use when defense training, if I can. I open my map a lot and tell my character to go to the same location I told him to go to before, because sometimes the game will like load in new routes in a way, and your character might take like a different path that they wouldn't have taken earlier if you didn't like reissue that command. Also got to sell that one too. Actually, sell the unfull one. Yeah, might as well. Try and lure some fogmen to town if I can. Cool. Oh, you guys gonna actually arrest him? Or did he die on hit? Oh, they're gonna arrest him. Awesome. And this nest is normally populated. Okay, cool. We'll just pull them over here then. Ooh, that guy might die before we can heal him up. Ooh, dang. We saved a life today. Cool. Put him in. Alright, checking for the right arm now. Nope. That's fine. Get the Masterwork Samurai armor. Thank you, buddy. Now we can get an armored hood from the armor shop, or over here. And we can get one from Shinobi Thieves, potentially. Standard quality is not going to cut it. No, sir. I need like at least high quality, and even high quality is like a bit risky. We'll take that, though, to give it away. See if we have any crossbowman guards here real quick before we, sorry, Beep. It's a Torsolo run, buddy. Not a Torsolo run with Beep. Well, run. Get rid of that crossbow. Give him a new weapon to put in that slot. Give him A-Rags. Here you go, buddy. Oh, there is another, there is a chance we can still get, one. Like an armored hood, I mean. Dude, there's a lot of crossbowmen today. Wake up, buddy. Ah, come on, leave room for that guy. Let him go to sleep. There we go. Alright, let's try to wake this guy up. Try to wake him up. There we go. Dang. They can have armored hood as well in either one of these buildings right here. If you loot a character while they're sleeping and they get back up before you get to them, you're able to buy and sell to the building they're part of as if it was a store. Bummer. They didn't have one. That's okay. Let's go make the polearm we're going to use for defense training. Ah, darn it, that dialogue. Okay. Once you know Tech 2, whenever you talk to a vendor like that sells those type of materials, the number 1 might be overwritten by you asking them, hey, how do I get ancient science books? It's so weird, too, because Tech 3 doesn't require an ancient science book, nor does anything that is under the Tech 2 tree. Only Tech 3, once you learn Tech 3, do you need ancient science books. I'm just ranting about it because I like spamming 1. And I don't like having to go through a dialogue I don't need. Oh, I actually got exactly the amount of iron plates I needed. Not bad. Totally calculated. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Wonder if anyone would buy that. Maybe. Alright, let's make our polearm. Again, we're using longsword today, but I'll use polearm when training up my defense. To cut down on how long it's going to take me. We need building material as well. Let's go grab that real quick. To make the bed afterwards. Oh, get back over there, please. Also need a better shirt. We'll get a better one at Black Dog HQ. Yeah. Neat. I placed my bed down right here, primarily because if you place it down like right over here, sometimes guys will clip in and they like clip into the building, and Fogmen can actually pick you up. Well, anyone can pick you up like right here if your bed's right here and they know you're here. For those who don't know, the way these small shacks are kind of set up from right here, like an invisible line that you can't build from like right here to here. But on this side, you can build like as far as you don't want. I think that might be why. I think the invisible line right here is what protects you from not getting picked up on this side, but you do get picked up on this side. That could be crazy. Alright, let's heal up our health. Don't need to heal to full, honestly. Grab some Gohan and we'll begin training, I think. Once the Fogmen are handled here, I guess. Give away the walkie. There you go, buddy. Gift from me to you. I want the Fogmen to finish getting attacked for a second. Hey, how you doing, man? Attack and provoked, and let's begin. Oh, we have a crossbowman on us. I don't like that. Hey, Mr. Joker Man. Thank you very much for the raid, dude. What are you playing today? I'll give you a shout out in just a moment here. A burnt chicken nugget? Don't know if I'd use that word to describe him. But we definitely were a nugget. That's for sure. There you go, Joker Man. Hope you had a good stream today, dude. Oh, please lie down again. Let me disable my job. There we go. And defense is currently 62. Not bad. The way I defense train is whenever my blood is full, I pull. That's what decides if I'm ready to, you know, fight again. Ooh, crossbowman. Ugh. We don't like the crossbowman because whenever you're moving, which is what we're doing here actively, you have a massively increased chance to get hit in your head with ranged weapons. Are you listening while working? I'm glad to hear that. So if you look at my head health right now, look at all that stun damage. We got shot a few times in our head. Really don't like that. Oh well. What are you gonna do? 72 defense. Doing pretty good so far. Over the spices. Dude, I used to love chicken when I was growing up. Then, well, medically something happened to a family member of mine when I was growing up. And then we had to eat healthier, like real healthy. And we had like chicken like every single night. And I can't stand chicken anymore. I used to love it. It's a real shame. Oh, blood's full. Let's go back and pull. Actually, before I pull, what's my stealth at? I don't have good stealth. I was considering sneaking in here and taking away the crossbow from this guy, but nah. Because he's gonna keep shooting me in the head. Huh. Decent damage spread there. Cool. They probably don't. Alright, let's see. Ostrich is very chewy. I'll take your word for it. I'm more of a fan of beef myself. And somewhat pork. I used to love bacon when I was younger. Not too big into bacon anymore. Bit too greasy for me. Bacon wrapped steak. Don't think I've had that before. Yeah, fairly... No, wait. I think I might have had that from somewhere before. Or no, I think I saw an advertisement for, like, bacon wrapped steak. And I was like, huh. With heart problems running in the family, I probably should not go near that. So I decided not to. Yeah, look at our head health, dude. We're taking, like, almost only stun damage. That's rough. That is our helmet, though, honestly. Can you go over why you do defense training here? So, one, the guards here have ninja blades. Or if I give them weapons, they can have, like, wakizashi, you know, guardless katana. Basically, they have weapons that don't do very good against armor. Two, their attack stat is pretty dang good, and the quality of weapons that they have is katana quality. Also, they have ninja blades, which are very low damage dealing katanas. So even if you don't swap out their weapons, they don't do a lot of damage to you. So them having high attack, combined with the fact that in this building there are like 8 beds they can sleep in, means really, really easy defense XP. To go more in depth to it though, or go more in detail, when you're outnumbered in combat, you get bonus XP. If you're fighting 1v2, you get 10% bonus XP. If you're fighting 1v3, you get 20%. Basically, 10% more XP for each opponent that outnumbers you. That caps out, though, at 1v8. When you're fighting 1v8, you get 1.666, repeating, 2/3 additional XP. Inside the building here, it just so happens there are 8 beds. The squad here has 1 leader, and they have 8 guys who are part of the group that sleep during the day, and then 8 that sleep during the night. Basically, by running in here into this building, we can almost always, when the guards aren't busy fighting Fogmen, guarantee that we'll have like around 8 units on us very quickly. Ooh, Fogmen actually made it into town. That's crazy. They keep doing that today. Wild. No problem. And the guys here can spawn as a check. They can spawn as a hive soldier drone, which have very high attack levels due to the 1.2 times multiplier. That was a very good damage spread right there. Good lord. We used to train our defense on black gorillas, funnily enough. Those are back in the days when I would go for like level 70 or so defense, and I'd go for like level 70 or so attack, and then I would micro my butt off to fight like the faction leaders. I would purposely pull a faction leader with their squad mates because I kind of likened it to playing pool in a way, where you use like one weaker target, you attack the weaker target, so you can hit the powerful boss monster in the back. You're like hitting the ball to hit the other ball. How times have changed, man. Nowadays, we train our characters so strong to the point where they can actually take out any fight on their own. Well, for the most part. But the unit that hits you gives you the XP. So let's say your unit hits you who has like 80 attack, and you have 50. You're going to be getting 4 times XP, even if everyone else nearby that unit has like garbage stats. And if you hit units who have like multiple like different levels of defense, it's going to be, the XP you get is going to be based off of the defense of each target hit. It calculates for every target. Crossbowman right there trying to shoot at me. Ugh. $86. Goal is to get to 90. AoE attacks? Like, the game will straight up go, okay, let's say your level is level 0, right? You're getting 1 times XP. If you were to hit someone, and let's say you got 20%, right? The second target that you hit with that attack, like, if for hitting 1 target, you would get 20%. The game will go, okay, you get 20%. Then it will go, okay, your new level is now level 0.2. So it would factor in, okay, now your current levels are this level. So for hitting this target, this other target, you're now getting a little bit less XP. So you're not going to get like 40% for hitting 2 targets. You're going to get more like 0.39%. It's like constantly calculating like everything. It's actually quite a wonder that it works so well like that. Like if you get, let's say 1% for hitting 1 target, you're not going to get 5% for hitting 5 targets for like strength XP. Because it's calculating your actual level after like each instance of XP. At least for my testing, that leads me to believe that. For all I know, there could be like some kind of other like hidden mechanic I have no idea about that's also going on behind the scenes. Who knows? Wait, are they busy fighting Fogmen right now? How did the Fogmen get to the back wall? Oh god, they got clipped back there. Man, the guards are really making us work for it today. Like, work for getting beaten up, I mean. Okay, guys. You finished? Thank you. Good gracious, dude. We'll get to 90 eventually. That crossbowman's definitely not doing us any favors, man. Oof. But stun damage in the head. I really wish I had an armored hood right now. Suppose I could have checked the armor shop, as we have been here for over a game day. Yeah, I could have checked the armor shop. Health on the door is 5 right now. We should be able to hit 90 before they break it down. That's still 40. Hmm. Never even seen that crossbowman before. The one I kept seeing was a hive assaulter drone, so I don't know when that guy showed up. Hey, you, come inside, please. Man, they tore up my, my dang left arm there. Door still doing good? Yeah. The fact the door took no damage that time is bizarre. I think Fogmen might be attacking the town again. Aren't they? Apparently not. Oh, they're too busy fighting the Fogmen, though, outside of town. There's definitely like fewer guards than there normally is right now. Ooh, stomach. That's rough. That's real rough. Now they're breaking down the door. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna enable my job, let my character repair it just a little bit. There you go. Go back to lay down. Normally I get back up after my blood heals to full, but yeah, I think I'll still do that. Yeah. Although I got knocked out of my stomach right there, there's no guarantee we'll get knocked out of the stomach again. Although, having said that out loud, I probably made it happen. We'll see. We'll see. Guard's still fighting Fogman right now. It's a bit of a shame. Hey, it wasn't as brutal as I thought it was going to be. I'll take that. Oh, my character's getting back up right now. They don't want to do that. Let me save and load. I'm saving and loading because I think Beep's trying to communicate with me right now. If your character's playing dead and Beep press to talk to you, he'll get your character to get back up from playing dead. I want to say it actually, didn't it happen in like my defense guide? No, it happened in my old defense guide I was trying to make. Way back in the day, I did a recording of a normal playthrough I do on stream, but off stream. And it was to show off how I defense train, how I attack train, everything. A massive guide I was working on. In that guide, Beep interrupted my character from playing dead when the guards were, you know, trying to break down my door. It was very annoying. That's what I was confused with. Yep, he's trying to talk to me again. Good lord. Hey, I'll be able to show it off here, I guess. Provided he actually followed me in here, which he did not, it looks like. I think we're good. We'll see. No, character got back up. Yeah, so Beep is still trying to dialogue with me. He's not trying to break down my door, is he? No, good. See what I mean? Following and talking. No, you piece of crap, you absolute freak. Beep, I got you. I don't mind Beep, like, Beep attacking my door, dude. Poor guy. I knew it was coming, though. Called it. I probably shouldn't heal up his chest right now. Yeah, I shouldn't heal his chest up. If I heal his chest up, he'll heal up, and then he'll get back up and, you know, potentially die. Go back and pull him again. So what happened there was I closed my door, Beep wanted to talk to me, Beep decided he wanted to break down my door to get to me. And the guard, even though the guard doesn't like me, decided, oh, you know what, I'm going to totally help out this civilian. Okay, I don't know what the guards are doing, like why they're traveling so far outside of town to fight Fogmen. That's very bad for experience for us, as we're not able to get the 2/3 bonus right now. I need to keep the game zoomed out for a moment, that way they'll actually come back into town. Otherwise, it's going to take them forever to finish their fight. Thank God. There we go. Okay. People get back up soonish. We need to patch them up ahead of time. Are they going to attack you again? I hope they don't. He has a 1,000 cap bounty, even though I did not decide to press any charges. I think that's bullcrap. He should not be wanted by the police. It was a victimless crime. There we go. Now we have all the guards on us. Fantastic. Dude, our stomach. Come on, game. Okay, we'll stop there. We're not at 90, but that's fine. I don't care. We're 89.96. We're practically at, 90. Boy, I'm glad I decided to use polearm today, though, to train up my defense. Because, man, that would have been miserable otherwise. Okay, let's try to get some fabric. Need 2 fabrics here. Also need the right skeleton arm still. No. What challenge today? We did a Torsolo run. So we started in the Great Desert with no arms and no legs, and very, very slowly crawled our way over to Heft. And it was the closest call I want to say we've ever had. Like, dude, I'm gonna go back in the VOD later. I might actually post this as a YouTube video, for God's sake. Like, that was the most close start I've ever had with a Torsolo start. How's it even possible? A lot of luck. A lot of luck, but also some skill is at play. Like, you could be the best player in the whole world, and if you get an unlucky start, like a skimmer decides to come across your path, you're just dead. Nothing you can do about it. And you could be like the worst player in the world, where you can get insanely lucky and nothing comes across your path. We had a lot of stuff come across our path today. So much. There were probably like a dozen moments in that start where we nearly died. At least 3 where we were extremely close to dying. Like, I was just about to say, okay, I gotta go new game. That level of close. Ooh. Effectively with a Torsolo start, when you first begin, if a Sand Ninja group sees you, it's game over. If a skimmer sees you, and you don't happen to lose them by activating stealth real quick, and it works, you lose. And you have to start over again. If a vagrant sees you, game over. Rebel farmer, game over. Don't think I'm forgetting any. Yeah, don't believe I'm forgetting any. I think I got them all. Ooh, let me think for a second. Right. I need money. Well, cannibals don't go in the Great Desert. At least by default. Cannibals only spawn in the Great Desert after a lot of world states occur. Like very specific ones. Where do you... Oh, 95 toughness was done, I want to say like an hour and 20 minutes in? Maybe an hour and 50 minutes in? The defense training took us a while back there. We had to hunt for our weapon in vain and defense training. Okay, I'm going to go over to the ruin right here. Because in order to be able to afford the right leg the right arm, and potentially a longsword, I'm going to need a little bit more cash. I know technically I could allow myself to steal, but we're already at the point in the run where we don't need to really steal anymore, so I'd rather not. Books, don't need that. What's the strength at? 21. Man, we are low on strength. Not looking too good so far. Okay, 15k. Not bad. We'll take it. Heal up robotic health? We'll wait for a second. See if we need to right now. Right leg, very good. Sorry, drag there. There we are. Come on, right masterwork. That's a right thief arm. Fresh. It's okay. The repair bed in here is way cheaper than the robotics workshop. There's 200 cats right there. Greenly cheap. Alright, please give me a good longsword today, buddy. MK3 is the best I can see right now. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. You could have given me like a ton quality one, so I'm not going to complain. Thank you. Or I could have had none. That would have been pretty bad. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Alright, so here's the game plan. I'm going to train up my attack a decent bit. After that, we'll head over to Longan. We'll kill Longan off in hang. That way we can get the cross-quality long cleaver. Then we'll go to, you know, Iron HQ and train up my attack as usual. Man. Like legit, in our start, there was like a skimmer group that was like right here. We start like right here. There's a skimmer group like right here. And there's another one that was like right over here. Two of them on our way to town. I think we've only survived like maybe one run in the past where we had a skimmer nest in front of us with the torso run. So the fact we had two of them is crazy. I'm gonna feel good about that like for a while now, man. I'm gonna be riding that high for a long time. Feels great. Oh, if you look up my name on YouTube, Abyss, you can find a guide for toughness, a guide for attack, defense, martial arts. The attack guide is also dexterity guide. I have a strength guide. I have an exploiting strength guide, which is my camp bed video. But yeah, stealth guide, narcos trap looting guide. So basically, yeah, everything I do on stream, other than fighting the bosses. Well, I technically do have fighting the bosses too. I have my impossible start run. I did. Up on YouTube as well. But that's like an entire VOD, basically, of that, you know, stream. Right. And if anyone's curious, like, why we're training here, this is why. Every hit against a crab is as if we're hitting a target with 35 defense. And because we're fighting more than you know 8 of them, well 8 or more, we're getting 2/3 additional XP on top of that. Now, unfortunately, we do have acid rain right now, which is a bit of a bummer. Hopefully, it'll be like a really short one though. Okay, there's not that many crabs there yet, or now, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. Ooh, that's a good one. Want to start a new run sim with challenges? Nice. Wish you the best of luck, dude. Whatever challenge you happen to take. And just a reminder, my first guide I made was a toughness one. Well, technically, it was how to break a door down with multiple characters at once, but that was like a long time ago. It wasn't really a guide. It was just showcasing something. Anyway, my first guide was with the skeleton. If you train toughness on skeleton, it might be faster than an organic character. In other words, it's not going to take like 2.5 minutes to go from 1 to 90 on a Hiver. It might do it on a Greenlander if you get lucky. Might happen on a Shek, might happen on a Scorchlander. But it's much more likely to happen on like a Skeleton or like a Soldier Bot. Especially Soldier Bot. And for my martial arts video, where like, you know, you train martial arts against crabs, you will level up your MA faster on a skeleton compared to other races. Just because skeletons have like no downtime when they train. Well, nearly no downtime. So. Just want to bring that point up. Later on, when I've made more guides, when I made like my defense guide, I made my attack guide, I did them as a Scorchlander. Just to show like what you can expect as a humanoid character. And even those are pretty fast, though. Like, I think we got, like, 1 to 90 defense, and was it, like, 17 or 16 game hours in my defense guide? Granted, that was really lucky. Like, you can only expect, like, maybe, like, 19, maybe, like, 22 with our loadout on average. Like, hours of game time to get to 90. I'm pretty sure in that video I mentioned, hey, just a reminder, I got insanely lucky in this video. Had to like clarify to people, because I'm gonna feel pretty guilty if someone tries it out and they go, it took me like a whole game day to get my defense up this fast. How did he do it in like 16? Poor crab nest got wiped out. I mean, the crab nest we found today have been like really good, other than the first one. First one was kind of meh. The other ones have been fantastic though. The game's currently loading right now. It's not saying it at the top, but it is loading. That's why neither of us are doing any damage to each other. There we go. Technically, we could move on right now, but I'm just going to train my attack up a little bit more. That way, when I go to kill off Longan, it won't be that hard. Usually if you get up and then tap R, you can cancel the long get up animation. You can also do it if you like activate sneak, then get up and deactivate sneak. Sometimes you can do it as well. The crabs in the nest won't attack you when you're staying low. The ones that are patrolling around will, but yeah. Hey, I'm training up my attack, my weapon skill, and my dexterity right now. And how you doing today, man? Dang, they are really not able to see me today, eh? Alright, we'll head up north. Ooh, that is a fantastic nest. I was about to say we're done training, but that's a pretty big nest right there. I believe if I had A-Rags, I could two-shot Longan right now. So I think we're good for the time being. Yeah, I would love to fight that nest more, but our health's very low, so... You know, high-quality element, what are you gonna do? Go ahead and ditch that, right? Let me think. No, because we still need to buy A-Rags. We still need to buy a right masterwork arm, so I still need money. I don't want to ditch anything right now. That could be selling. Good, relaxing Kenshi. Nice. I love relaxing Kenshi. And no complaints here, man. Thanks for asking. Having a pretty chill day. Played some Risk of Rain Returns earlier. Had some fun. Finally unlocked my old main character, Mercenary. So I can't wait to play that later on. Wonder if I'll still be good at the game. Like as Mercenary. That was like my favorite character back when I was younger. Because it was so easy to get like basically near invincibility as that character. If you used your moves right. And you got a few items like Wicked Ring. You got a few bits of crit. Reduce your cooldown by enough. You just unkillable. Well, unless you messed up, obviously. Then you're dead. Yeah. One thing I really do enjoy a lot is they took the Risk of Rain 2, like, teleporter system. Where, well, they still kept the one where you don't have to stay in the teleporter. But 2, in terms of, you know, you don't have to kill every monster. That is such a, like, breath of fresh air, dude. It always annoyed me so much when I would try to, like, you know, finish a stage and found out, oh, there's someone on the other side of the map, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh, thank god they have A-Rags. My hero. Alright, let's rest up real quick. The A-Rag is going to make this a really easy clear. Well, potentially it should. And for those who don't know, we're zooming in because you heal up slower the more units on screen. So like, my stomach health is 60 right now. The game time is 7:16. Let's wait for 5 health. 7:16. There we go. 20 minutes of game time to heal up 5 health. If I zoom in fully, 65 health. There you go. It took 13 minutes of game time to heal up 5 health that time. So you heal up way faster with less units on screen. That's why we zoom in and look straight down. We're not just, you know, admiring the floorboard. I mean, kinda in a way we are. That's what's nice about having launcher. Yeah, dude. Launcher, I can't remember what the name of it is. The one, it's basically like the launcher, but you get it from Wandering Vagrant. That was my favorite equipment to use. Because I would just straight up pop that sucker whenever I'd finish a stage to hopefully kill off like whatever guy was remaining. The textures, yeah, fancy. Alright, Longan. Who's hit Longan again? Oh, that guy did not connect his hit. What in the world? I feel like that definitely should have hit me. But, hey, I'm not going to complain. Oof. Please, I gotta hit him again. Oh my god, Noble AI, I hate you so much. So, Nobles, when they lose a limb, they have a habit of just running like crazy. Rightfully so, you can't blame him. But still. We have to now follow him until he bleeds out on the ground. Thankfully, though, we did a decent bit of blood loss, so there you go. That's not going to take too long. Cool. We got it. Thank you, buddy. His pants don't show it, but they're masterwork too. Even though it doesn't do anything for him. Alright, let's go. Fantastic. It was very unfortunate, though, the damage spread there. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, thankfully we did 2-tap him. Well, you know, in the same body part at least. We hit his left arm thrice, though, and that's what did him in. As you guys might have noticed, I sold off my shirt. I don't need it. We're going to be getting a dark leather shirt in Black Dog HQ. What's my lockpicking again? Okay, we're going to be hoping. We're going to hope that there is a pair of tools or hacksaw in there. If there's not, I'm going to be pretty sad. Because I don't have enough lockpicking to open up the container that the dark leather shirt does spawn in. But hey, usually there's like tools or hacksaw there, so we should be good. Should. Hope so. After that, we'll go to Black Scratch. We'll buy the materials we need to make a small shack in a bed. And then make our way to Iron HQ. I saw Black Dog HQ appear and I said it on accident. Hey, maybe I'll fail enough times here to level my lockpicking enough to open it up. Who knows? Very unlikely, though. We'll get there. What hair did I have today? Oh. Short. Got it. I just went with whatever my character looked like by default today. Because honestly, I expected us to die in the first round. But we did. We did not. Okay, game, I was joking when I said maybe we'll, fail enough times to level up enough to open up that container. I mean, we really need to fail, like, a lot. Hey, Breeze. The run has been going really well. We had a ton of very close calls. And wait, why'd you spell my name like that? F.R.A.N.K. Until I have a son of my own, I'll still be Frankie. That's the way it goes in my family. The youngest one's always Frankie. Okay, run on in. Tools. Fantastic. Good deal. We feign death here. Not quite sure why he's sitting there aimless, but whatever. You wanted to mix it up? Fair enough. Free runs around New Kenshi. I guess I do. Wait, you're not saying New Kenshi's in Kenshi 2. I have not seen Kenshi 2 or played it. So I'll make that clear again, because you keep trying to hammer in on that. Not going to fall for that. Alright, so the amount of strength you have determines how fast you can use tools, and how soon you can use strength to break them. So, we only have 24 strength today, so this will take a few moments here. Again, not really sure why he's aimless right here in the corner, but I won't judge him. Oh, I didn't mention this yesterday on stream, you guys, but yesterday was Maple's 5th birthday. After stream, we celebrated it with her. We got 3 new toys, and she loved them. Yeah. The whole family was like all kinds of confused. Like, I thought yesterday was Friday because a family member of mine was working that day. They had him working on the weekend. And so I was all turned around. I'm like, okay, Saturday's going to be your birthday. And when I got off stream, I realized, oh, wait, today's Saturday. And as a family, we're all just like, wait a minute. Oh, wait, it's Maple's birthday. Oh, crap. So we quickly got her some gifts. And she loved them. She got a little joystick, like a little Atari joystick toy that has like 3 different squeakers in it on the buttons and on like the little you know, joystick. She loved that one, an ice cream toy, and this little tiny blue stuffed animal thing. No, I know today is Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. Yesterday was her birthday. Her birthday's on the 3rd. Alright, let's go get the materials we need. Two, 4, 6, and 1 iron plate. Fantastic. Don't even need to heal because our health is already full. Pretty good. Let's get moving. All the way down here. Alright. Don't need the tools anymore. I probably should keep them. Nah. I'll find a new pair later. Tools weigh a decent bit of, you know, don't want to carry that around if I don't have to. I mean, it is only slowing us down by like a slight bit. You could argue that the main thing that's slowing us down right now is loading time. Not really our movement speed, but yeah, I'll have her, I'll let Maple know you guys said happy birthday to her. If anyone doesn't know who Maple is, that little girl. And the emotes that Breeze used. I still love that emote. Flynn drew that one like just randomly. My moderator, CV Flynn. The little Maple, Isaac Maple. Maple Joy, I think is the name of it, right? That was back in the day when I only played like Binding of Isaac. Man, I was so bad at that game. I loved it, but I was still pretty bad at it. I think my best win streak was like 7. Yeah. And by bad with it, I mean like when I played Hades, I got like 100 win streak. We got up when we played only 20 heat. Like I did like a 20 heat win streak. I think I died on 73. I think it was run 73. So like I can win streak like much better in other games. Isaac, my best win streak was like 7. To be fair though, most of the time when I died it was due to stupid mistakes. It wasn't like due to enemies. It was like me playing as Greed. Or, sorry, Keeper. And using an IV bag as Keeper twice in a row. For like an IV machine and killing my character. So, that's where a lot of my deaths were from. Very easily avoidable stuff. If that makes it better or worse, I don't know. Alright. So, we're going to place down a small shack right over here. Once the game is done loading. I don't want it to unpause itself while I'm in the build menu. Nearly there. The rocks appeared. Good. There we are. Confirm. Pause construction. Okay. Small shack. Place this one right in front of my favorite little plant right here. And build that one. By doing it in this order, we build outside of our outpost circle. So we don't actually get an outpost marked here. That way we don't have to worry about raiders coming by and attacking the bandits we're going to be training on. Once we're done building this, we dismantle the old one to make it so the outpost is now gone. Now we'll place down our storage. Get rid of the stolen tag off that, and that too. Now I'm full health, so I don't really need to... One second, I'm gonna beat this crap up real quick. Try to pull him away. I don't want the guys here to get damaged at all by the crab. And I don't want this crab to get hurt, and then the bandits who were over there wandering, I don't want them to come over here. There we go. Basically, you know, health is a resource, all that good stuff. Whatever that jumbo is. So we'll wait till we're actually missing health to waste time building the bed. Attack him, and pull him outside. Alright, let's go right here. Hold on, and yep, we're good. Let's start. Chest getting hit. I don't mind that. I actually prefer that, because chest is my most armored part of our body right now. My stomach is not very well protected, due to the fact that we have specialist pants today. Now that being said, though, I would like for us to get hit a bit more, like, you know, spread out. I don't want to only get struck in the chest. There we go, we got hit in the stomach. Okay, cool. Now, we do have a high-quality helmet as well, so we don't have very good protection for my head. Hey, Eel. Thanks for taking a look at that save. No problem, dude. Thank you for sharing it with me. For context, guys, Eel had a run in which starving bandits were actually attacking bulls. I looked into it, and the starving bandit faction, like the hungry bandits, are actually... They have negative 70... Was it 77 or 73? It was 70-ish relations with the bull faction. Well, the herbivore faction. So it turns out, like, over the long course of a run, the bulls have somehow, you know, picked off the bandits. My guess is that maybe the bulls were being butchered by a bandit, and then the bull got back up. Yeah, exactly. And then the bull got back up while they were being butchered, which causes the animal or the character to normally become hostile. Like, if you go to sleep in a repair bed here as a skeleton, and a skeleton bandit were to try to loot you, because they think you're, like, you know, unconscious when you're laying down in the bed, if you were to get back up, the bandit will actually attack you, a majority of the time. Because they don't know how to function when they're trying to, like, loot you. They go to attack you so that way they can loot you. So I'm assuming that's what happened with the bulls. A bull probably got knocked out by eel, or got knocked out by, like, let's say a bone dog, something like that. The bandit went to go loot it, it got back up, and, you know, as I was saying. I'm gonna guess it probably did get knocked out by you, though, eel. Because if a bone dog knocks somebody out, like a bull, unless it was like a blood loss knockout, which could happen, but very unlikely, I would feel, the bull would probably go into recovery coma and wouldn't get back up again. So yeah. We'll say, though, that is the first time that somebody has told me that bulls were hostile in their save. And it turned out that they did not have, like, an extra mod that was causing it. So that was actually really cool to see. Alrighty. Yep. That's probably it then. Thanks for verifying that. Appreciate it again. That damage spread, dude. I'm loving this right now. We're gonna go ahead and get back to our little shack. Feign death. Taking off my backpack for them. You know, I don't want them looting my food. It's my food. How do you train up your strength? I have a video up on YouTube about that, but the gist of it is I usually encumbrance train up into around like 30-ish in my normal runs. We're doing a Torsolo run, so I didn't waste any time strength training, to be honest. But I normally strength train to around 30-ish. Then, if I'm using a weapon that requires strength, I'll train it via combat. By that I mean, if a weapon has a requirement of like 40 strength, I'll use robotic limbs or starvation to drop my strength, use that weapon, and that's how I level up my strength. It's a bit more difficult to go into like detail about it on stream, so I'd really recommend looking up the guide up on YouTube. I think it's like 6 minutes long. I think the strength video is like 6 minutes long. It's one of my longer ones, but I feel like it's worth it. That's one thing I love about strength training, is the fact that like dexterity and attack, you need to like, fight a strong opponent. When it comes to strength, you just find targets, like tons of targets, and you beat the living crap out of them. It could be a faction leader, it could be like, a goat, it could be someone's grandmother, anything. You just start wailing on them. Something very simple about that, and I like it. You load your inventory and walk from stack to Blister Hill over and over. That's one way you could do it too. You could also get your character to like follow raptors in Raptor Island. That way you have no chance of getting attacked. The issue with that though, come think of it, is raptors that do go into water every so often, and you won't get strength XP when you're in the water. But if you wanted to like, safely AFK train for like however long you want to, encumbrance train, you could do that. I'm trying to think, is there any other unit that you could follow and not run the risk of getting attacked in like an area? If you allied with Fogmen, you could do it with Fogmen, and Fogmen are really easy to ally with. Like, they're very, very cheap. They cost like is it like 40k to ally with? Paladins? Well, I mean, you could still be attacked by random wildlife if you were to follow Paladins. And for context on like the Fogman thing, if you pick up a Fogman, buying the freedom of a Fogman from a slaver costs 2k. They have a buy multiplier of 0 basically, so they always cost the minimum amount, which is 2k, to buy their freedom from a slaver. You can beat up a Fogman, patch him up, go to a slaver, drop them on the ground in front of the slaver. The slaver will enslave them. Or if they don't, somehow, if you get shackles, you can put them on the hiver, like hive prisoner shackles. You can put them on the Fogman, sorry. And then drop them on the ground. You tap the shackles, the Fogman gets marked as an escaped slave. The slaver will then enslave them. Then you constantly keep buying the freedom of the Fogman. Not actually getting them, you don't want to enslave them yourself. Like, you don't want to talk to the enslaver and go, here, buy this guy from me. But every time you buy the freedom of the Fogman, you get 4 relations with this faction. You start out at negative 100, I believe, with the Fogman. So that will take 38 purchases to buy the freedom. I guess is that 76k? So yeah, I think it's 76k to ally with them then. That's quite a bit more money. Let me think, 2k... Yeah, 76k. Yep, this is Iron HQ. The one and only. My favorite area to train attack. We keep hold on and we just fight on the staircase as they clump together very closely on the staircase. No, I don't train strength here, no. If I want to train strength, I would go to places like Skinner's Rome, max out population. I would go to places like Burning Forest, max out population. Max out squad size at Catlon's Exile. It's a pretty good one too. Oop, leg health getting a little bit low. I think we're going to go ahead and bail back to our spot over here. And heal up, and we should be able to hit 90 on the next pull. Oh yeah, we definitely should be able to hit 90. Yeah, skins run for starving bandits. Just a note though, if you don't have a good computer, strength training that way can be very risky. You can also strength train by getting raided. Like Igor's raid potentially is okay, but again, you might need a good computer. Black Dragon Ninja raid is really good for strength training because there's a lot of them. If you make a base like right next to their, well, you know, their base, they don't have very far to travel, and you just AoE them down. Kinda. You want to try to clump them together, so it would be a good idea to place down like a small shack, and then like another small shack, even if you don't build it, and then just like fight them between it. Drifters again? Dude, I mentioned like just the other week, well actually it was like 2 days ago, right? I mentioned that we have not seen a drifter spawn in like a whole week. We used to see them like every other day, if not every day. And now we've seen them twice today. Ay. Taking off everything except for one piece of clothing, and that way they don't get the bonus dexterity and dodge for being naked. How did they get into the buildings too? That's what I don't understand. Any more in here? No, okay. So the other ones are in here. I see that body right there. I just saw combat going on here, but there's nobody in here, so... Which building was it then? Probably imagining things then. Or no, was it this one that I just got confused with? Yeah, it was this one. Okay. See, this is why we do this with these guys. They loot people. They will actually loot the bandits we're training on too, if they happen to get knocked out. This dude took away armor from a sniper bot here. Put his pants on, you weirdo. Don't walk around in the nude. Have some respect. Anyway, were there any ones in here? No, I already checked that one. That one's not been opened. I think we're in the clear? Yeah. Just drifters have these bandages right here. You might not think of a standard first aid kit as like a really good one, but look at the quality of a standard first aid kit and compare it to a repair kit. 50 quality, 40 quality. They can heal themselves really freaking fast with these things. And if they heal themselves, then they'll keep getting back up again and again and again. And we don't want that. Because whenever they get up, they might pull like a few of these guys, they might pull like half the guys on them. Did I really miss one? No, I didn't. Awesome. Usually I miss like one, and then one guy will patch up like everyone else in the group. But that's good. I didn't miss any. Cool. At least that I can tell right now. I'm not going to celebrate too early. There might still be some nearby. So, one of the main reasons why I don't like drifters as well is the fact that in one of our runs way back in the day, we were doing a Paladin's Cross run. A skeleton bandit had its weapon taken from them, from a drifter. The skeleton bandit then, as a result of that, decided to take away my Paladin's Cross. I had to go all the way to Black Scratch to craft myself a new one. And that felt really bad. And I've held that against the drifters to this day, which I feel is fair. They slowed down my training one day, and that's unforgivable. XP waste is a sin. Alright, one more level to go. Naked Dude's doing pretty good today. Defense training was a bit of a slog, but that's okay. We didn't have an armored hood today. We didn't have master pants. We didn't have a good shirt to use. so it was a bit rough. But we got through it in the end. Alright, one more 50% to go. And south side, you technically could train your strength here, but this place is way better for attack training. Like, way better for attack training. What attack do you need to start here? Depends. Technically, you can start at 1. I wouldn't recommend it, though. 1 will be, like, really bad. I'll put it like this. Back in the day, I used to start at around, like, 55 to 60. Nowadays, though, I go for more like 60, like mid-60, before I move here. Today, we came here with, like, 70, but that's because I trained a little bit more. That way, I could beat up Longan, you know, and deal enough damage to 2-tap him. I trained on baby crabs in Haller's Maze. Right over here. Takes like no time at all. Oh, we hit 90. Sorry about that. I zoned out for a sec. We're all good. Okay, goodbye, tin can. Don't need you anymore. Let me drop off everything in here real quick. There we go. I'm very low on money, so I do want to bring the backpack with me, and I definitely need sleeping bag. You haven't explored there yet? Or is that where you find crab armor? No. You can get crab armor from any crab raider. And crab raiders patrol in, like, Stove's Garden, Green Beach, Crags, or the Pits East. Also, technically, Sniper Valley. Although I wouldn't recommend going to Sniper Valley to look for crab raiders. But yeah, just like this area. But the leader of the crab raiders is over here in Crabtown. Alright, let's get moving. What do I need now? I need crab helmet. Crab helmet is basically going to be the helmet we're going to use once we're done with the desert. We want to get a high quality one. Gorilla fighting some land bats over there. Interesting. Can I sneak past you without being seen? Looks like I can. Interesting. Yeah, we'll be seen by them, though. Okay, I guess I'll do you guys in. Okay. I'm hoping that one guy might get clipped into the building, and maybe they'll open the door up. Don't think they can do that, honestly. Yeah, start faster. Smash it down. There's a ancient ration packs I want here. Don't you do it. Hold down to do it. Okay. Neat. I should only need one, honestly. And don't have enough lockpicking to unlock the one that has the repair kits, I think. That's fine. Let's go. Go get a crab helmet real quick. After we get a crab helmet, we are going to make our way to Ashland Dome 3 to get the Masterwork A-Rags. It spawns as an artifact in that area. Well, in that building, rather. An artifact spawn is one that doesn't spawn in via vendor list. It's randomly placed around the world, but the game is kind of seeded in a way, so you can know exactly where it's going to spawn, if you're not using any mods at least, that affect like the artifact value of gear, or add new artifacts in. No crab raider yet. 161 dexterity. That's actually not that high, believe it or not. We don't have a masterwork right arm. Only a crappy specialist. Well, not really crappy. It's level 80. Masterwork would be level 95. So it's not like, you know, bad. It's not as good, you know. Tempted to pull like one guy as I don't want to pull the crabs with them. 50% chance of high quality. Come on, buddy. Disappointment. Walk away because they're going to go try to heal. Run past. I mean, I'll take a few of you guys at once. I just don't want to take away the crabs. The crabs is where I'll get messed up, man. Probably should put her pants on. Good idea. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Thank you. Have a good day. Now, when going through this way, you really don't want to get too close to the sniper tower here. Because, well, I'll show like this. See that turret right there? 82 damage? Let's try to find one that actually has, like, some altitude on it. They're not aiming at anybody yet. If they were, you would see the damage. Oh, here we go. We're about to see the damage. Make sure I'm going the right direction. Go over here, buddy. Are they blind today? Oh, there we go. 164 right there. Damage. 111 right there. And yeah, they can shoot through the roof. You gotta be careful. If you try to, like, you know, go up there. What I was trying to show off there, but wasn't able to, is the height bonus. They do up to 50% more damage if they're at max height. Max height is about a watchtower in distance. Or, sorry, you know, height. So that, I think it's like, I thought it was 85 by default, I guess it's 90. Damage becomes 135. And the way ranged weapons work, like, well, the way that harpoons work at least, is they'll deal, if I recall correctly, anywhere between 75% of that damage to 125% of that damage. So if they like high roll, they could get like what, like 150-ish, 160-ish damage. Of course, we have toughness, so it'll be reduced, but I don't want to take that much damage out of nowhere, you know? Especially when we're in acid water. That's not a good combination. Alright, so Ashland Dome 3, it is daytime, so we'll have to fight them. We could potentially sneak in, but it's very, very, very unlikely we'll be able to. What we'll do is I'll keep hold on. I'll sit right here. Whenever a guy goes up and down, up or down the stairway, they'll see us. And because we have hold on, we're not going to go after them. But they'll come after us. We got two of them, didn't we? We got two of them. Wait. Ooh, we got Jing as one of the two. That's not ideal. We should still be able to deal with it, even though our health's not full. So our dexterity's like really low. Compared to what it normally is, at least. I feel like Naked Dude's got this, though. Good job, bud. Alright, we need that AI core for later. Money. Who cares if we have, you know, minus 15... Sorry, 10% damage to robots. Minus 15% AP. If we're the only one getting hits in, it doesn't matter, right? Attack for the win, man. I love this armor. Have you ever made a weapons tier list? I've actually considered doing that. Longsword would actually be kind of low on the list. But if I did make a tier list like that, I would put weapons into different categories. Like sidearm. Because it's not fair to put a longsword up against, like, polearm. Or put it up against falling sun. Because they're different weapons for different things, you know? Like, I would probably make a tier list, and it would have to involve, like, If I did, it would not really like tier list, but it'd have to be a little bit more nuanced than that, you know? Like, for instance, martial arts is the absolute most powerful thing 1v1 in the game. It is like S tier. Martial arts is. 1v1 fighting, you dominate people with a weapon. Like, they stand no chance. You can have lower stats than they do. By like 10. Yeah, even up to like 10 lower stats than they do. And you could still absolutely brutalize them. However, if you fight multiple units at one time, it goes down a lot. Now, it still is really freaking good, but the more units you add on, the more it struggles. So a weapon like a polearm would do way better than martial arts at that. Or, God forbid, like a fragment axe or a plank, you know? Anyway, this is where the Masterwork ARAGs are at. Let's go. Didn't actually need the tools, apparently. I'll still keep them. I'll still keep them for right now. You never know. You said, you think that katana sidearm is S tier? Depends. Depends. If you're playing solo, katana is C to D tier, I would say. To be honest. Katana is very bad at when you're outnumbered in combat. You're fighting even 1v2. A katana is a liability. But if you're fighting 2v1 and you have katanas, they're fantastic. If you're fighting 1v1, in certain scenarios, katana is really bad. Certain scenarios, it's pretty decent. But I would still prefer a polearm over a katana. Yeah. That's just me, though. Alright, time to clear up the storm thralls. Yeah, that is true. I would say polearm, like the best polearm, or sorry, the best sidearm is honestly longsword, in my opinion. Because when you have a sidearm, what you want a sidearm for is you want it to be used if you don't have enough, like, let's say you have a heavy weapon or a polearm. Your left arm goes down below 0. Well, you should have had robotic limbs, but let's imagine for a moment, you know, that you do and somehow your left arm still goes down below 0. Your sidearm is there to kind of help you get out of trouble. For that, you'll want to have, you know, plus defense. And you'll want to have a fast attack. And if your left arm went down below 0, chances are you're fighting multiple units at a time. Because you usually won't get hit that many times if you're not fighting, like, you know, multiple enemies, you know? Didn't UWE have a Claymore type weapon that was pretty sick? UWE... There was, like, some kind of really cool, like, northern whatever sword, right? It was, like, a really big sword. It, once you killed, I think it was, like, the Meat Lord and the Cannibal Grim Wizard, something like that. That, like, Viking type faction would spawn. I think it's, like, Northern Greatsword. It was, like, a really cool looking weapon. I know what you're talking about. I dig that thing. It was awesome. It was actually pretty balanced, too, if I recall correctly, right? It didn't have, like, an insane amount of armor pen. I think it was, like, a heavy weapon. It was pretty good. He was very sick. Oh, you stop attacking me? I need the AI core in here. Neat. Alright, let's go back over here and let's go rest up our health. Enjoy your flight, buddy. Did he land? Knocked out a guy right here. I don't know if he... Oh, there we go. He landed. Maybe. I think that was him. Alrighty. So that was the guy gonna attack me. Sorry, buddy. You scared me, though. Alright, let's heal up our health. I'm still really excited for UWE's update, man. I can't wait for it to come out. I've got to remember later to message the mod creator and check in with him and see if he has like an ETA at all. for when it's going to be complete. I don't want to rush it though, so that's why I haven't like, you know, messaged them yet. You know, I've been kind of avoiding the Kenshi subreddit a bit recently. Have they stopped talking about handles yet? Or are they still on the handle trend? For anyone who does frequently go to the Kenshi subreddit. Still on handles? Ay, 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 ay. I feel like someone's going to go to the community and they're just going to see that as like the first thing to see about Kenshi. Please give context. Okay. Somebody made a post about Czech women having horns on a section of their body. And they asked, is it there as a handlebar for when they're mating? Ever since that post, and it did pretty well, you know, people were like, haha, it's funny. Everyone's been posting memes about every single thing that could potentially look like a handle and asking if it's for mating. Like, hold on to for mating. It was like half the post, I want to say, the other day were just all about that. And so I've kind of like stuck away from the Kenshi, you know, subreddit for a bit, because I'm like, okay, it's funny, but we're kind of like, you know, overdoing it a little bit. It was like every other post, you know. Normally I go on the Kenshi subreddit to go, okay, does anyone need any help? Do they have any questions? If so, you know, I try to answer them. Then I'm like going there and it's like every other post is like, hey, haha, handle, haha. I'm like, okay. Clearly never went to the truest. I'm not sure what that means. You don't really use Reddit? Hey, don't blame you. You don't like to see everything that has handles? I mean, it just, like, the subreddit feels a bit, not to be mean to the people in the subreddit, but it does give me kind of the vibes of, like, when you're a little kid, right? And you make a joke. And by the way, how you doing today, Mushroom? You make, like, a joke for the first time. Or, like, make a funny joke, and your parents go, aha, that's funny. And then instead you repeat the same exact joke, but you word it slightly different. You go, oh, they're going to laugh at it this time, aren't they? They're going to laugh again, aren't they? It feels kind of like that. It's like, come on, man. It was a little funny, but, you know, I hope our subreddit doesn't start getting, you know, known as, like, you know, for that. You know how subreddits are, where it starts to, like, leak into other subreddits and stuff. It happens in every small subreddit? Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't really say it's an issue. It's just the way they handle stuff, or the way they do it. I got no problem with it. It's just, I'm gonna kind of steer clear of the subreddit for a little bit. Why are they all... Nobody's giving us any attention right now. They're just running on by. Nice. I want to get the AI core from that guy. That's why I fought him. Perfect. Neat. Neat. Let's go. Subreddit about the lore of Elder Scrolls game. Oh, okay. I have seen a lot of very odd subreddits suggested for me on my feed that I see them and I'm like, why is this recommended to me? Like, I'll see a post and then I'll go, wait, there's no way they're talking about this. And I'll click on it and I'm like, back out and I go, don't recommend this subreddit to me anymore. And I feel that me clicking on that post in the first place is now what's causing them to then appear. Oh no, please leave me alone, buddy. I don't want to partake. Game's loading right now. I think the dialogue is on cooldown right now. Ah, darn it. It wasn't on cooldown. We just weren't seen, actually. Okay, let's go. I was considering beating up Savant, but I'm not going to mess up Skin Bandits. No, sir. Not with my lockpicking being a pretty pitiful 21. No, sir. We could try to fight Leviathan. He's a pretty young one, though. And he's just... apparently teleporting. Okay. Well, he has to get back banned now. Alright, let's do this. Somebody had asked us the other day, or asked me the other day if we could fight a Leviathan or, like, beat a Leviathan. Or if I ever have, solo. So, gonna show off how easy Leviathan is. That being said, though, we did get hit in our stomach thrice so far. 4 times. That is pretty wild. I'm just thankful my armor protected me. I really hope we stop hitting the limbs soon. As we continue to fight the Leviathan, we'll start doing, like, way less damage. Because they start out with, like, you know, around 50 toughness. And depending on the weapon you have, they might end with, like, you know, 60. Got hit in the head there, really. No, chest. Okay, number 5. Look how little damage it does to you. By the way, this thing's damage output is 135. Ours is 87. Primarily because we have this armor on, dropping our damage by 15%. And we have a specialist right skeleton arm, not a masterwork. It kind of is toughness training. Look at him go. We're down to doing 68 cut damage now. He's actually getting a surprisingly, like, high amount of hits on me. Actually pretty impressed. Let me do Control Shift F11. No need. I do like the fact, though, that we're fighting the Leviathan and we're, like, actively healing up pretty quickly while fighting it. Because the majority of the damage it does to you is stun, due to the fact that we have armor. If he happens to hit me in an arm, and armor does not protect me, or he hits me in the stomach, and armor does not protect me, you guys are going to see a lot more cut damage. Yeah, it's a bit of a slog, but you can definitely beat a Leviathan. Finishing that up would take a while. Oh, it definitely would. I used to actually fight Leviathans just to patch them up, so I could medic something when I went to go AFK on stream. Like if I had to use the restroom or something, I would go fight a Leviathan just so I can patch it up when I would go be right back. Hey, it's something to do. 62 damage now. 61 toughness. Look at him go. It is a little frustrating when you fight animals in the game, because you'll drop their arms, their legs down below 0 health, and that doesn't impact their stats whatsoever. The scary thing about Leviathans too, their main damage output comes from their martial arts level. This dude here has a default level of martial arts of 75. Martial arts does not get reduced unless you're encumbered, and that's it. So because of that, even when Leviathan is damaged by a lot, they're still able to heal up quite quickly. Sorry, they're still able to deal a lot of damage. I was looking at his health and I'm like... You guys noticed his health stopped worsening? Or stopped healing when he got knocked unconscious. Animals have something called self-healing, well, most animals in the game at least. What that means is provided they're conscious, they will automatically heal up their own cut damage at 40% of the normal healing rate. And they're immune to wound regeneration when they're conscious. Let's go. I don't need to use the restroom, so we'll leave him be. If I didn't just give context for that a second ago, that would have sounded really weird. You'd have a Leviathan with 78 toughness and a chip on its shoulder? Yeah. Ooh, acid rain. Dang. Do I want a lantern today? No, it's 4 kilograms, and we don't have a lot of strength today with 31. I'll leave the lantern behind. There's a chance you can get a lantern in a container in here. And there's like a guaranteed lantern on the ground in the, free settlement. Becomes free settlement, at least. This town. The ruin. Alright guys, we're gonna relaunch real quick. The game's taking way too long to load. Do a quick save. Relaunch the game. Load of Kinchi. How many materials would you need for a Leviathan to lay down in here? Heal? What do you mean, how many materials would you need? Like, how many charges would you need? Depends on your level of medic. I want to say if you're like 125 medic, you go through one charge every 5.5 minutes of game time. If you're level 100, you go through one charge every 1.1 minutes of game time, if I recall correctly, if you're uninterrupted. I gotta remember to look for Masterwork leg plates when we're fighting the UC, so. Because I don't like having specialists. I want only a 2% combat speed penalty, not a 4%. Also, you know, obviously the damage mitigation, I want better damage mitigation, obviously. I think Maple Girl, puppy right here, is playing with her birthday gift she got yesterday. Heard it squeaking. I think it might be the ice cream one she's playing with. It has like a kind of like a wrapping paper type sound. It makes. You want better damage mitigation? There's a mod for that. I won't go on the no-cut efficiency rant, don't worry. In game, you could lay down Leviathan in a normal bed. You technically could put a normal Leviathan in a bed, but you would have to ally with their faction to be able to pick them up. We've done it before. It looks really funny when you pick up a Leviathan. They like get all still and their legs like just wiggle. Wait, we don't need to be here. Keep going. The stores aren't open right now, so I can't like, you know, sell stuff. Nighttime right now. 4 fabric, 1 building material. Oh, you're saying if you made a bed for Leviathan, how many materials would you need? I feel like if they actually had animal beds in the game, you'd probably make it out of something other than fabric, right? If it's like, depends on the type of animal. If it's like a bone dog, you probably would use fabric, you know? Maybe they're spoiled. Like my dog, who gets like her own little blanket and pillow. But if they're not spoiled, and they're more like, you know, barn animals in a way, like, I mean, a bull wouldn't really be a barn animal. You get what I'm trying to say. Maybe they would make it out of, like, wheat straw. I could see that. Like, make the bedding out of straw. Wouldn't surprise me to see, like, 100 wheat straw being used for, like, a Leviathan bed. Because those suckers are freaking massive. You need a bigger barn to have a Leviathan? Yeah. I mean, you guys might not have seen an elder Leviathan, like a 1.1er, but man, they are freaking colossal. I mean, to be fair though, so are elder swamp turtles. But they're not as big, obviously, but they're pretty freaking big too. Swamp turtles are big boys. Basically straw. Oh, it is for turtles. Sorry, for horses, not turtles. And cattle. Basically just straw. Oh, so that's why they do it. I could see a Leviathan just using the restroom anywhere. Ah, home sweet home. We were here on like day 2, day 3, all that good stuff. Ah, good to be back. Alright. Now, the Traders Guild don't like me very much. So I will be unable to trade them. I might have to actually steal from them then. If we don't have enough fabric here, we don't. They got fabric on the counter, though. If it comes to it, I could do that. Also fabric in here. They should not really be outside, I don't think. Might need to do a save and load. Before I potentially commit a crime here. And by potentially, I mean before I commit a crime. Neat. Okay, good. I might not have 25k, but he might. Oh, wow. Awesome. Good for you, bud. Good for you. I did need more repair kits, did I not? Yeah, I did. Thank you. Go check for a better quality fog mask. Nice. Good deal. And we'll go sell off the last AI core right here. Hey, welcome back, Degonite. How you doing, man? Declared King of Ducks. I mean, I am a fan of ducks, but definitely not the king of them. Rolled an Iron Fist. Would be like an Iron Feather. It feels like the king of ducks. Quack. Horses aren't even capable of holding it, in fact? Really? I feel like I learned so much new stuff when I streamed this game. From you guys. You guys teach me a lot. Apparently horses can't hold it. That's interesting. Alright, let's quickly make a save and a load. Want to make sure the town is all loaded in correctly. You bribed the politicians and everything? Dang. What a shame. It was all for nothing. Alright, let's start with the... Ooh, we got a Czech police chief. It's kind of spooky. I mean, not that spooky, but, you know, he's pretty decent statted. Pretty impressive unit. But, you know, there's pretty impressive units, and then there is a naked dude. We took a lot more damage than I would like for him to take, but, eh. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm actually trying to lure the guys in the town into here. Because a random policeman will get an AI goal to let their guys go free. You know, who are in jail. They'll come in here, they'll realize they're hurt. They'll try to medic them. When they try to medic them, they'll be right next to us. And we'll cut them up. See? Like this. A few of them come in at a time. Now, I don't have to do this. Our character is strong enough to take out the entire town. But I just want to show it off. It's a little, you know, trick you can do. It works on, like, every town. Ooh, why did we attack you? Yaku. Pretty unique name. Ooh. We attacked Peace? Well, I mean, they're at peace now. Hatsune? Isn't Hatsune the name of that one blue hair anime character? The one who did, like, the pizza deal? Hatsune Neko? Something like that? Be not. Miku. Miku Hatsune? Blue-haired... Yeah, that blue-haired anime girl. How little that narrows it down. I know. There are at least 2 of them. You're right. Well, are there really that many blue-haired anime girls? I know there's like that one from that one There's like that anime, but there's like one is like a goddess or whatever. And there's like a character who likes to explode stuff with like brown hair. That's all I know about that anime. There's thousands, I swear. I'll take your word for it. It's Hatsune. Oh, Hatsune Miku, a character created for vocoder software. Oh, it was created for software? I thought it was like a anime or something like that. Like a singing anime. Oh, the other gate guard's like, I'm not gonna join in. I'm gonna act like that's happening. Hey, you, where do you think you're going? Jim Bad? Come here. No, come here. Buddy. Let me free you. There you go. What are you doing? You're gonna get killed. Okay, you're welcome. Some people, man. Jim Bad to good, Jim Good. Legitimately, when we did an anti-saber run, the name of the Scorchlander we had, his name was Jim Bad when we recruited him. We named him Jim Good. So that's why I was saying that. Like, I have a save somewhere in one of my backup folders that's called Jim Good. That character had like 500-ish dexterity, like 550-ish dexterity and dodge when we were done with them. They were freaking horrifying. They didn't have enough strength to use a fragment axe, but they swung it at full speed. It was glorious. Did like 1,000 damage to a Leviathan. Ooh. And it wasn't like a baby Leviathan either. It was good stuff. Trying to look for like a masterwork arm. You little crud. Show you we can shove that crossbow, buddy. In your stomach, apparently. Good. Good job, Naked Dude. Keeping it PG-13. I'm trying to look for a masterwork pair of pants here. It's only a 10% chance of each guy, each sergeant, having masterwork pants, but, you know, still a chance. Slavers. I dislike crossbowmen with a burning passion. They're my least favorite thing to deal with in the game. Because no matter how good you are at fighting, if they're, you know, able to aim at you, they'll shoot you, and you take damage. Alright, let's go heal up our health. The crossbowman took out like 20 health from me. Oh, wait, we are sleeping in this building today. Who's coming in? Okay, come on inside. And that guy put up a really good fight, dude. That got like 2 hits on me. Crazy. Don't you dare do it. Don't attack my door. If you're thinking about it, don't do it. Thank you. Nope. Okay, good. We're chill. What armor do you use that gives attack bonuses? There are only 2 armor pieces in the game that give you plus attack. One of them is Assassin's Rags. This is the best armor piece in the entire game in terms of winning a fight against another human. Because plus 8 attack is freaking massive. The second one is Ninja Rags. Ninja Rags give you plus 4 attack. I mean, technically Swamp Ninja Rags do give you plus attack as well, but that's like Ninja Rags, but worse. If I remember correctly, Swamp Ninja Rags do give you plus attack, right? That's like a very forgettable piece of armor. Who sells a blueprint for this? Some armor shops can sell it. But also, you can get it from the Shinobi Thieves. Please, Chief. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Get out of here. I didn't mean for him to be enslaved. Poor guy. How's it going, fella? I was uncalled for. I didn't even damage this guy, did I? Oh, wait a minute. There are anti-sabers here, aren't there? Called it. Called it. I knew it. About to say, there's no way a skimmer did that amount of cut damage to this dude. And with the blunt damage, that had to have been a Desert Saber. Yep. Oh, man. I feel like a detective sometimes when I'm playing this game. Yeah, we killed Longan earlier, so anti-slavers do spawn here. This is one of my favorite things to watch, right here. Wait for it. Oh, there are no slaves in here. Well, dang it. Dang it. So when the anti-slavers come in and they go to free slaves, they will be able to instantly break a lock. Like, it's not really break lock, it's more like unlock and lockpick. But they just walk up to a cage and they go, you're free, you're free, you're free. I'm jealous of it, but it's really cool. Unfortunately, there are no slaves in there for them to just, you know, let out. Dang it. That's a shame. This guy's scary right now. Dude has A-rags on him. That's why we're taking so much damage right now. Also, no Dust Storm active right now. That's unfortunate. So these Jonin Elites right here are some of the few units in the game that can have maxed out attack speed. If they spawn with A-rags and Dark Leather Shirt, they'll have 1.2 attack speed. The only other units, not counting animals, of course, like, you know, like Elder Beak things, stuff like that, which have maxed out attack speed, like humanoid-wise, the leader of the Flotsam Ninjas, you know, Maul, he'll have maxed out attack speed. Who else can have it? That might be the only one. Depends on what you're doing Southside. So Dark Leather Shirt, if you're fighting humans, it's better than everything, I would say. If you have robotic limbs, at least. If you don't have robotic limbs and you need arm coverage, use a turtleneck. And hey, you don't have to say you're bad. Hello back to you too. But yeah, these guys are very strong. You're right. Ooh, do we get another one with it? This guy's already injured a little bit, but look at that, 1.2. This guy has armored rags, so he's not going to be that scary. Okay, this guy has a crappy chainmail shirt and A-rags, so it's only 1.15. We gotta back out. Because we don't have oh, we do have a minus 10 attack Dust Storm now. Good. Well, we'll go back to fighting them in just a moment. I need to heal up my health. A majority of my damage output is from my dexterity. Dexterity is reduced massively due to chest and stomach injuries. Basically, if we're at 0 health in our chest or stomach, or both, we have minus 60% dexterity. And to be clear, dexterity is not half of our damage output. It's more like maybe like 2/3 of our scaling. Because we have 81 saber. If we had double Masterwork Skeleton Arms, we'd have around like 168, I believe, dexterity right now. Maybe 169. So given that, yeah, around 2/3 of our scaling is from dexterity. You get the same damage with a cut damage weapon. Like for 1 dexterity is equal to 1 weapon skill. It does have some, but very, very little. We have 0.3 blunt damage. So, we don't do a lot of blunt damage, especially with my strength being 31. I'm attempting to pull like a few guys out here. There we go. As the Jonin Elites aren't the only scary guys here. Samurai Elite. These dudes have 85 combat stats. So, you know, before racial multiplier like dexterity is applied, or strength, they have 85 attack, defense, dexterity, strength, toughness. They're very skilled fighters. For context, we are a 90 combat stat unit, except we have 81 combat stat. Well, weapon skill, I mean to say. 90 attack, 90 defense, we have 95 toughness, 91 dexterity, 81 saber. These guys got 85 across the board. Then, you know, racial multipliers, so they have a little bit more dexterity. This guy has 94 dexterity. Basically, without robotic limbs, these dudes are pretty similar in power to us, just a little bit lower. And in some cases, like strength and stuff, a bit higher. I guess in that guy's dexterity case, he's higher than us. So they're no joke, and there's multiple of them in here. Are those 5 enough of a difference to be able to fight? Depends on the weapon we have. And depends on what race we're playing. If we're playing a human, it's not too likely we'll be able to fight them all at one time, but if we're playing as a human and we have like a falling sun, we could take them all out, but we'd be really, really hoping that we'd hit multiple of them at one time. And this is the whole reason, by the way, that I have this mask right here. I attack them, I pull them outside. That way, -10 attack Dust Storm allows us to be able to actually, compete with them. Now, that being said, though, the Dust Storm does not affect their defense. So they're still pretty dang good on defense. But, yeah. Dang helmet did not protect me much here, eh? Oof. Oh, Huh. We actually killed, Thank you. Wow. Did we do, like, 99 damage to him twice? Because I know for sure I didn't one-tap him for 200 damage. Huh. Okay. Oh. What were you doing in here with the skimmer? No, Jumper, what were you doing in here with the skimmer? I got you, buddy. You're okay. You'll be okay now. You take care of yourself, Mr. Skimmer. Please don't attack me. You have fun. Poor Skimmer, man. Okay, no longer need a fog mask anymore, as we won't be fighting anywhere that has a dust storm. Or if we do fight a dust storm, we'll be fighting indoors, so it doesn't really matter. Right, I need 2 fabrics now. I can get rid of the large backpack at this point. Just need 2 fabrics. Let's go in here. This dude won't trade me because we're kind of hated by his faction for killing his boss. So we'll just have to grab some fabrics. Bingo. I'm good. I still need a Masterwork right skeleton arm. Do I care enough about that, though? Not really. Not really. We're good enough on damage. I don't need to go all the way to Black Desert City to get a right Masterwork. Now, we do have a bit of wear damage. I would like to heal up, but fighting the Holy Nation, I don't really have to worry too much about my health. I mean, it's the Holy Nation, no offense, but... They're the Holy Nation? Oh, we should be pretty okay. Nice. But yeah, to answer the question a bit more in detail, so our weapon has a blunt damage of 0.3. Well, what that means is, if we have 100 strength, right, and 100 weapon skill, we would do 30% of 52 damage. So up to 52.3. This is the amount of damage I would deal. Not that text. Take the text off screen. God, dude, that's so old. These were like our goals back in the day, like extra goals, like earn 1 million caps, reach 85 defense. That was like an extra goal back in the day. Now we're like doing 90. But anyway, 52.3 means that with 100 strength and 100 weapon skill, we would do 15.6 blunt damage with our weapon. Now, with a weapon having 2.2 cut damage, if we had 100 dexterity and 100 weapon skill, that means we would do this. Plus 13, this much cut damage. So we don't do like a lot of blunt damage to the weapon, that's what I'm getting at. Been listening to a song, you're having difficulties with its title? What would that be? If you're only kind of hated, it sounds like the job is incomplete. True. Wait, what's the context for that? Make sure I didn't agree to something absolutely horrid. Oh, the boss. That's right. Longan. Yeah. And I mean, it's you, Bat, so I don't think I need to assume that it's anything horrid. You got a pretty good head on your shoulders. Don't think I've ever heard you say anything questionable. I feel like you just gave me a virus from saying that title. That's like wingdings, isn't it? Well, the first one's like a wingding, right? Then it's like H, backwards 3, fancy looking backwards R. You got like a little dresser icon. Another wingding. I don't even know what that's trying to say. We'll go ahead and pull. We can build. We're already almost done building. We'll finish building. Let's save and load real quick. Make sure the town loads in correctly. I think our damage will be good enough. I think we can still one tap normal guys here, right? We'll see very soon. No, we do not. No, actually, yeah. We do. We do, kinda. We're like just barely not one-tapping or one-tapping, depending on the toughness level. I do wish I got the masterwork left arm, or sorry, right arm. Oh well. Cool. Keep going. Good job, Naked Dude. That's the cool thing about using like a cut weapon with robotic arms and ARAGs. You're almost like guaranteed to kill that dude off if you take off a limb through blood loss. Assuming, of course, nobody gets to, heal them. Hey, no healing? One's probably in the back here healing, aren't they? No, it was you. Stop that. Not allowed. Top up for health real quick. And let's keep going. Take hold off. I'm going to tell my character to go ahead and attack any enemies they have nearby. If I can find a single target to issue a command to. There we go. Okay. Anyone nearby? No one nearby. Interesting. Negative just clearing house like that. Civilian, you don't want to be near us, okay? Alright, let's make our way over here. One of the reasons why I keep heavy armor on me is for running in front of ranged weapons like this. Where's that dude? Phoenix did not come. Okay, let's get our attack off real quick. Then we'll run right here. We want them to fight near us, like next to us on the stairway. That way we're less likely to get hit from, attacks like Heavy Downcut V2. And they'll clump up closer together, so hopefully we can hit more of them at a time. This works a lot better with like a heavy weapon, or like a polearm, weapons that have more range. But it's also pretty useful for a weapon like Longsword, which doesn't have that much range. Is that Protector? I'm pretty good at guessing. Dude's pretty built, and he was getting a lot of swings on me. So I felt like he had to be protected with flame. What's his strength today? 99, he got a low roll. Okay. That dude can have up to 103 strength. Or sorry, is it up to 102? It's either or. I can't remember exactly which one it is. The point is, he can have above 100 strength. He's one of the NPCs in the game that you do not want to take away his weapon from him. If you do, he becomes a lot more dangerous. We're bailing. TD. I know for sure I closed my door. You best not steal my weapon from me, you little crud. How did my door open up again? Drop that weapon off. Were you ditching that? Were you ditching it? No, you went to go medic. Dude, I will end you. Now he's medicing somebody else. Dude, you better give me back my weapon. Yeah, I'm not going all the way to the other guy to get it, though. Feel so cheated. He's ditching loot, then he goes back to medic again. There he is right there. I need to find out where he's dropping the weapon off at. Dude, this guy make up his mind. He keeps trying to go back to medicing people. Turret guard, then he's going ditching loot again. Thank you. Okay, you won't die a horrible death. You'll just die. Okay, good. Sorry about the tilt there. Just, I don't like the fact that I closed the door for sure. I know for sure I closed that door. And yet he was able to open it up. Closed door. Give me a quick sec in case I happen to somehow to be able to open my door again. Oh, we're fine. Good. Okay, little creeps, get in here. I mean to sleep there. Meant to pick up a new unit, drop them off on the ground. That's recovery coma. That is KO'd for a decent bit of time. Not too much time though, unfortunately. We'll rest up our health real quick. Okay, we're good. I got very defensive there when he picked up my weapon, because in the past I've had a unit back when I did an Iron Stick run. It was an Iron Stick Torsolo run. And we had a guard take my weapon from me, and they never dropped it off. They just ran off. They were just a patrol that did that to me. And I did not want to have that happen again. And the way I know that they never dropped it off is I actually made a save that was named like, where's the weapon or something like that. And off stream, I looked meticulously at every single container in the entire area and went looking for it and could not find it. Also on stream I did it. We were looking for like an hour on stream. It was crazy. Anyway. I got shot in the stomach through. Dang it, that's annoying. Yeah, so they can shoot you through here. From over here. So I got shot. Darn it, I got lazy. I didn't swap to my armor. Back up here. The Inquisitor might be up soon, or might have already gotten up. Okay. We got back up. We're good. You know what to do to finish your run? Yeah? Who are you? Over here they escaped. Buddy, I don't like the fact you're even commenting on the fact you had me in captivity. That was an unfair captivity. You didn't defeat me or anything. You just picked me up when I was resting after I closed my door. You cheater. Anyway, stressed up. Phoenix is very sim. Let's not let that happen if we can help it. As in, don't want this guy to heal up people. Okay. Keep heavy armor on for right now. Oh, don't mind if I do. If you came alone, buddy. Sure, I'll take that. Do you know why there isn't a dual weld sword mod? Because you can't dual weld in the game, unfortunately. I wish you could. Dual wielding would be sick. I mean, Phoenix doing pretty good. He got a hit on me. That's better than he normally does. And he got knocked out from head damage. Pick him up. Bring him in here. Somebody coming? Yeah, someone came. Take care of them. Close my door. Put him down. Didn't actually. 1 second. Good. He's there. Cool. Okay. Get back up, buddy. Let's fight. Head hit again, he's in recovery coma. Man. I kind of want Phoenix to have like a helmet, you know? He needs one. We've just knocked out the Phoenix a ton recently due to head damage. Oh well, come with me, buddy. I need 2 fabric, I can get that with from the hivers though. That's what we'll do. We're not very fast here because we don't have that much strength, so we're still faster than the guards though, thankfully. Our strength level is lower than like a Freedom Seeker character we normally have on like day 3 or 4. Yeah, 4 I think is accurate. 3 I think is a bit of a over-exaggeration. As normally I strength train on a character while I'm doing research on other characters, but today was a Torsolo run, so we couldn't like recruit additional characters to do that. How's your health doing, buddy? 92, okay. Let me actually take my bag off if I can. Yeah. I don't want my character to medic up the Phoenix. If you're holding a character and you have medic enabled as a job down here, once you leave the area that you picked them up from, if you have that job enabled, your character will medic up the character you're carrying. I don't want Naked Dude to undo the work they did. Hey, beak things. Come on, buddy. Come on, it's right there. There you go, little fella. Now, come on, you can join in. Come on, buddy, share. And it's a shame they're not sharing. Thought they would. Little young one going back and forth. I love him. Okay, cool. Once a character dies, their toughness level is no longer accounted for when they're getting eaten, which is why they get eaten really fast once they, you know, kick the bucket. Alright, good. Heal up all that wear damage. And there we go. Good as new. I don't remember if they sell hacksaws or not. If they do, I would love to get one. No. Okay. That's fine. Alright, Shrek Kingdom is next now. I could get the Masterwork Skeleton Right Arm from New Coralia. It's an artifact spawn if I wanted to. Ah, darn it. Thought I was fast enough to cancel it. That's fine. I don't feel like we need it, though. I mean, I would love it. Don't get me wrong. Would be good. It's normally found inside of a barrel on the top of the watchtower, where Flying Bull's at. But overall, I think it would waste more time, going over there to go get it, than, the increase in damage would save us for time. It's down a bed, like, right here. Sure. Like always, save and load. 23.5k bounty, eh? That's pretty good. The lower your bounty, the better you're doing, well, in my opinion, for a run. Because you can only get an assault charge once per being caught doing it. Like, if you fight against an entire town in like one battle, you're only going to have a 500 cat assault charge. Now, if you kidnap a unit who's like important, like, Tengu or whatever, obviously you're going to get like 5k, or anybody for that matter, you'll get like 5k added onto that. But my point is, us having this low of a bounty is pretty dang nice. Yeah, I got a lot of assault. It looks like we got kidnapping. That was from the Phoenix. The theft was from... What was the theft from? Did I steal from the Holy Nation? I don't recall stealing from the Holy Nation. It's a bogus charge. I know I stole from the UC. That was fabric. Terrorism was me unlocking the shackles off of a slave. Oh, thank you, Knob. You're right. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. I wouldn't call that theft. I mean, my weapon's not marked as stolen. That was taking what's mine. But you are right. That is probably what happened there. Alright, fantastic. Get back up, buddy. Oh, also, I do have a habit of taking an item from a character to get them to get back up. So maybe I did that when fighting, Yeah, I did that when fighting the Phoenix to get him to get back up. That is right. No judging here. Give the, those back. I'm using the bed as a bit of a barrier here, because they have more range than I do on their attacks. I want to make it so when they come into the building, I'm able to get a hit on them first by just hiding behind the bed. Using a bed for this is a bit risky, because if I lay down in the bed, they'll pick me up. So, just gotta do my best to not make a mistake, and sleep in a bed. No one's nearby, so let's pull that guy. Kinda rhymed a little bit. Hey, that's an invincible we got. Ooh, got him. Stun locked in the corner. Ooh. Dude, just finish him. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Basically, what our character did there is what a polearm can do, normally. Ooh, this is not good. Okay, close that door. Lock it. I have one invincible here. He's not even fully looted yet. He's going to get back up again. This guy's going to come in here. Like, he's going to come over here in just a moment. I can tell you. Yep, there you go. Called it. Oh, thank God we knocked this guy's right arm below 0. That's great. I take away the weapon. That way I can keep track of who I've knocked out already. I'm going to take away the equipment here. That way we don't have to deal with him getting back up again and again. And then being armored. Sorry. That's Hunter Guardian. I don't need that guy. I need to loot the Invincible, who has no weapon anymore. Okay, sit tight right here. Let him come to me. Dude, Naked Dude's doing really well. I just noticed her health. Dear God. Dude has been clearing this place out, like, really fast. Drop your weapon, scum, he says. You already dropped yours, buddy. I'm a leader, not a follower. Tracking who you've looted is easier by stripping them naked. That is true. That is true. Oh, we got the, another 100 Guardian here. Neat. Yeah, me too. I love how they levitate, though, as well. They levitate because if you look right here, see how the texture's all weird? This building is technically placed on a little hillside. If we had a lantern, our lantern would be freaking out right now, being underneath here. Lanterns don't like being under the map. And if I knock this guy out, I was going to say he has a chance to. You guys think he's playing dead? That'd be painful. But yeah, he has a chance to like just go flying. That's what I was gonna say. I got a little distracted by his deviancy, I guess. Ooh, invincible dead. Okay. But no, I just find like if I hold down Alt like this, 1, 2, 3, I can tell, okay, I've knocked out 3 invincibles so far. So that's how I like taking care of, or you know, keeping track of how many I've taken out. I feel like for real though, Naked Dude is like clearing house right now. Oof, that's not great. We got the kid, we got an invincible, we got Bayan. That's difficult. Might be difficult. Get a hit on Bayan, please. Hit Bayan, please, for love of God. Good, okay. We're clear. We're in the clear. Like, legitimately, Bayan with an invincible is more scary than fighting 2 invincibles. That dude hits like a freaking truck. And he attacks with different animations than the invincibles do. So while 2 invincibles might attack you at the same time, if they do, you're likely to be able to block both attacks because they're both going to use the same animation. Most of the time. Whereas if Bayan attacks us, he's going to use like some kind of kick or whatever, we have to block a different direction. So wait a minute. I don't want the kid to die. Patch up the kid. There you go, Buster. Okay, so. Heal our health. Left arm's below 0. Don't have to worry about getting kidnapped there. That's good. We can go fight the Stone Golem now. We have 4 fragment axes on the ground. If we don't want to get ambushed while we're doing so, all I gotta do is close my door behind me. NPCs will break down doors to get to a target. They will not break down a door to get out of a building. But like they will to get into a building. I put our pants on, keep hold off now, and let our character fight. We're opening with a head hit, very good. Unfortunately, we do not do enough damage to stumble, but even with like a masterwork skeleton arm, and both arms, we would not do enough damage to stumble her. Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. Character really dropped the ball right there. Come on, Naked Dude, you got this. We've beaten this character with an iron stick before. Yet you fail. That's fine. Don't do that. Yep. I don't know why our character just decides, oh, I don't treat her as if she's a hostile. Because she's a diplomatic target and decides to get back up. Close that door. Patch up your health. We don't want into recovery coma. I know she'll attack my door. That's fine. Actually, better yet, feign death. Please stay playing dead, buddy. Got that guy up. Stone Golem, you little crap. Okay, yeah, close. Yeah, sure, you broke my door. Congratulations. Good job. Good job, Stone Golem. I'm proud of you. Man, I was just talking like a lot of game about how Naked Dude's doing really well, and about how easily he cleared out this entire place. Then he fights a Stone Golem and he gets absolutely bodied. To be fair, he did get really unlucky. He got very unlucky by failing to block that many times in a row, and every hit being in my chest. But still. It was a little comedic, in a way. Now we play the waiting game. It feels really bad when you fight the Shark Kingdom and you get your butt handed to you, because they only do one damage type. If you fight the United Cities, most of the time when you fight them, if you take a lot of damage, you have armor like pants, stuff like that. The damage you take is going to be kind of mitigated, so you'll take mostly cut, but you'll take a bit of stun as well. You fight the Holy Nation, they're like perfect mix of cut and stun. So you'll heal up basically twice as fast, as you heal up bandaged health and stun damage at the same rate, alongside each other. But when you're only healing one of the damage type, unless you're like a skeleton that's cut damage, man, it takes a while. It takes a long while. I wish it was my head that was hurt, dude. If it was my head that was hurt, I can go right back out there. But now it's my chest. That's her dexterity part. Now what? Alright, naked dude. Do better than that next time. Please. Don't let Iron Stick Agnew show you up. Or Jeet Agnew show you up. It's so funny. Agnew with the Jeet was able to beat Stone Golem. And that was a character who had 1.02 attack speed and 2.02 block speed. Or Staff Agnew? Oh god, yeah. Don't let Staff Agnew show you up. That'd be embarrassing, man. To be clear, though, Agnew is an absolute freaking monster, but, you know, Staff, the weapon, is fresh. Yeah, that is right. To be fair, those are all as Agnew. Where is the Stone Golem at? There she is. Oh, I forgot. She doesn't have medical supplies on her. That does feel a little unfair. But at the same time, Naked Dude's completely dropping the ball. Nope, that's not how you block that attack, buddy. But thankfully your armor protected you. Block it? Nice. There you go. That's more like it. Wait, what are her stats today? Only 102 attack and 103 toughness. I mean, she did get an above average attack roll, but not by too much. Hey, my blessings have been answered. We got hit in the head. And then stomach. Good luck, buddy. There you go. That's more like it. No. Don't go back there. Sit tight here. Probably should take the armor off of her. Get back up, lady. Let's keep fighting. Stomach hit again. I'm gonna go rest up my tummy. We'll come back to finish her off. Her dexterity is very in the dumpster right now. Alright. Just make sure. Okay, no one's busting down our door. Good. Poor Bayan. Feel bad for him, dude. And I don't know what is up with Bayan. Like, the dude has really good martial arts, you know, for a generic unit. Not really generic, but, you know, for just, like, a dude who doesn't have that much importance in terms of, like, you know, overall stats or, like, standing. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be mean to Bayan, but he's not really, like, a somebody, necessarily. But he has good martial arts. He has very good strength. He has good dexterity, you know, for a check. But then you look at his toughness, and it's like 1 on average. You look at his dodge, and it's like 1. Like, what did Bayan do to deserve that, dude? I mean, I understand his whole, like, stories, the fact that he's, like, you know, coward or whatever. Spineless or whatever. And that's the reason why Isata overthrew, the previous leader. Because she stood up for him. But, like, give him at least a little bit of toughness, you know? What happens when you kill the king of the whole nation? If you kill off the Phoenix, it depends on what other units are dead. But basically, if you kill off the Phoenix, the Blister Hill just becomes, like, a ruin. If you kill off units like High Inquisitor Valenta, then the UC will take over Okran Shield. If you kill off High Inquisitor Seta and Stack, then the Shark Kingdom will take over Stack. And Isata the Stone Golem will move over there. If you kill off both High Inquisitors and you kill off Blister Hill, like kill off Phoenix and Blister Hill, then the Flotsam Ninjas will move to Blister Hill. I believe those are all the triggers. Please kill that guy off. Darn it. One second, let me... Want it? I'm trying to micro to hit this guy so we don't have to fight, you know, 1v multiple right now. Good knockout. Not necessarily. No. So, if you kill off the Phoenix, High Inquisitor Seta still exists. High Inquisitor Valenta still exists. Stray Paladins will begin to spawn in certain areas, like wandering around, like Skinner's Room and stuff. But they still technically exist. You can still get raided by the Holy Nation, like the Wrath of God raid and stuff. Oh, recovery coma. Okay. That is a victory for us. Now, I need to get myself a camp bed, as I realize now I did not get one. Good. Ration bag. Thank you, friend. Okay. So with Stone Golem's level of toughness, she will not die of wound regeneration. Because her wound regeneration is in the negative. So I have to drop her in acid water. So I'll do just that. Have you ever killed the Hive Queen in a run? Yes. We've done it maybe like twice or 3 times. There's not really a reason to do it, as she's not really like a heavy hitter. I mean, in any regard whatsoever. It's more like punching down. It's like we could go and kill like one of the High Inquisitors, but they're like garbage compared to the other people that we fight. We could go fight Boss Simeon, but again, not really, you know, an actual like legit threat, so we don't. Or like Dust King. There's just a few, well, not a few, but quite a few units of the game that we don't even bother with because they're not really anything, you know. They're kind of beneath our character. It feels kind of stuck up to say, but you get what I mean. Tin Fist is really a target for the opposite reason. The reason why Tin Fist is kind of not really a target all the time is if we're doing like a Hiver run, it's really stressful because we could just end up, you know, dead if I make a single mistake. Like, legitimately, even at Agnew, we've had runs where we almost died to Tin Fist. And that's very stressful, to be like 2 hours into a run, or like 2.5, depending on your run, and potentially almost die. Martial arts damage is a little bit overtuned in this game. I'm getting the right masterwork skeleton arm. There you go, 171 dexterity. That feels great. These dudes are bandits, so technically you can pick them up when they're sleeping in a camp bed. You can also sleep in their beds, too. If they don't attack you, I mean. Wait, what? Oh. This Western Hive Caravan is probably going to wipe out all of these dudes. If you ever want, like, an easy bounty, like Flying Bull's bounty, just camp out outside Neucralia and wait for a random, like, Hiver Caravan or a random, like, Traders Guild Caravan to go by. They will body the entire town. Then you get a free bounty and free robotic limbs. There's an Edgewalker 1 Long Cleaver. There's an Edgewalker 1 Holt Saber. As you saw right there, there's a Masterwork right skeleton arm. There's a left, I think it's Specialist steady arm in there. There's a P-Cross. I think it's like a Ton quality. Specialist Hive Chain Shirt. And I might be forgetting like 1 or 2 other items. But there's like plenty of decent loot in there. Now, you don't have to actually fight them to get that loot. You can just run in there, go up to the top floor, loot it, and bail. They are shacks after all, so they're pretty slow. Like, with wooden sandals, you can outrun them pretty easily as like Scorchlander, even as like Greenlander, if you have like a even moderate level of athletics. So, yeah. I feel like whenever I talk about checks, it's like, it's bordering on like me being very discriminatory towards them. I'm always very dismissive towards the checks, aren't I? I feel like I'm quite justified, you know, to do that though. Are they aimless right now? No, they're good. We got a cup down there. You played so much Kenshi today, you still haven't found the blueprint for the colored armored rag skirt. I believe library. I don't know the other stores it can be sold in, but I know library. If you need like an armor blueprint, library is like almost always your bet. Like best bet to get it. Was this there? If it didn't restock, just wait for it to restock again. The library sells a ton of blueprints. That's like honestly your best bet. It wouldn't be a bad idea to like recruit somebody like in rank or something like that. Because I don't think there's any recruitable characters except for Bo in Black Scratch. Just to get them to camp out in that town for you. And check them whenever they restock. Or if you play with multiple characters, you know, just bring one of your characters there. I'm just talking from the standpoint of like a solo player. Assuming you don't have other characters with you. There we are. Consuming a body, or yeah, okay, good. Hey, don't get cold feet, buddy. Come on. Come on up here. Please. Thank you. That leg damage. Oh god, please for the love of God, just hit in the vitals. Thank you. So annoying. Dang. That was what, like 3, 6, 9, 12 hits in the limbs. Let's go downstairs. We're taking too long to get up here. No camp bed needed today. Dang. Well, I'll be. Those bugs strong? Alone, absolutely not. In giant numbers, yes. Because they are massive, they body block, and if you attack and block, like let's say you have maxed attack speed and maxed block speed, animals will still get hits on you. Especially when you're surrounded in a group. So you just need to tank up whenever you fight them. Bugmaster looking very, unique today. Very, very skinny. Like, very skinny for Bugmaster standards. Anyway. Naked dude? Meet other almost naked dude. Have fun. So his weapon is superior to mine in terms of cut damage. Also in terms of defense bonus. But we have 5 attack on him. Whereas he has 15 defense on me. Also, he has dexterity, you know, less dexterity than I do, but he has more weapon skill. He has more strength, he has more toughness. Overall, though, I feel like we're in a better spot than he is. Just on account of the fact that we actually have robotic limbs, you know. Very good. I mean, the leg hit there was not good. We don't want to hit the leg. And we, unfortunately, don't do enough damage to stumble him. That's rough. If we hit him the right leg again, I'm going to be really tilted. Please don't hit him the right leg. If we hit him the right leg, he's not going to get staggered, and he's going to hit me again, like, right afterwards. Before my character can respond. Nope, we got him. Yep, so 2.64 cut damage. We have a 2.2. That's the only real difference between these two. In terms of, like, you know, fighting against each other. They have the same range. Both have a 20 reach, believe it or not. Longsword has 20 reach. As does Saber. But he's more like defensive based, you know, +8 defense. We only have +2. -2 attack versus -4. Also, his weapon is way more expensive than mine. Look at that. Straight up double the value. Like, legitimately double the value. Yeah, same reach. I mean, longsword's called longsword, you know? It's long. Sword. I will say, though, dude, Bugmaster messed us up today. Good for him. That's the first time since like the check run, I want to say, that the Bugmaster actually did like legitimate damage to our character. Yeah. But yeah, he has a 15 defense lead on us. We have a 5 attack lead on him. 5 attacks more important. How does Ninja Blade do in a run? Ninja Blade is pretty dang bad, but it does. It does. That's the only real way I can answer it. I could do like a Ninja Blade run tomorrow, I guess. Well, we did a Torsolo run today. Yeah, I could still do a Ninja Blade run tomorrow. Before someone says it, no, we're not doing beat. Beat plus Ninja Blade is like a rare occurrence. I'll do like a Ninja Blade. Wait, did I do Ninja Blade recently? No, I haven't. Yeah, we could do Ninja Blade tomorrow. Yeah. I'll play the Scorchlander again, but it's not going to be like a Torsolo run, Ninja Blade. Just to be clear. Alright, well, that's healed up enough. I'm going to go ahead and crank up the population. Did you build a character today? Yep, we started out today. If you look back in the VOD, you can see how we did. And how we survived and barely died. We were so close to dying so many times, dude. So many times. But yeah. Anyway, we cranked up the population now. I am going to go find somebody to raid now. While we go ahead and let Naked Dude go and have some fun. Definitely cuts the VOD. Yeah, just if you watch the beginning of the stream, the first like 15, 18 minutes or so is like the best part. Probably like 10 minutes in is when we had like a really close moment. And then when we got into town, we even had another like kind of close moment. You'll see when you watch it. I highly recommend it. It's like one of the first times I'll actually recommend somebody look at the VOD. Because I think it was like really, really interesting. Oh, I didn't make a save. Like a name for the save, did I yet? Well, let's just name it Torso Naked. Dude. Can we convince GameStop really to... I doubt. Missed how many teeth? Did not keep count. I only keep count of how many teeth we have if it is divisible by 5. Because then it has a chance to potentially be 800 or potentially be 1200. Alright, guys, we are going to raid somebody else who's currently playing Kenshi. We are raiding Ad Noctum Media. Recommend you guys check him out. Really cool dude. He's doing a blind playthrough of Kenshi right now. I learned 2 new things at least from watching him so far. You always learn new stuff when watching like new players, I'll tell you. But right now he's ending the Holy War. It looks like he is currently taking on Blister Hill. So, I'll catch you guys all later. Thank you very much for hanging out. Diminum. Thank you very much for following when I was off stream. Also, X Tech Geek. Thank you as well for following when I was off stream as well. I think that person followed at the very end of last stream. Anyway, guys, have a good one. See you later. Rating in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take care, guys. Peace. And if anyone is watching the VOD right now, or if I somehow decide to put this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, and yeah, take care. See you.